Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Revelia. For the end of book one, probably. This is our season one wrap up,
Woohoo!
and to
Yay!
make it even more fun, we have a special guest.
Yay!
This way for
Yay!
me. I'm gonna point properly this time.
That's
But
me.
we have Nikki. Nikki, tell us about you. Where can people find you? What you do?
I'm Nikki. I'm the creator of Beholder to No One, a TTRPG podcast with 3 different shows, discussions, one-shots, and an actual plays. And also in the works are Vampire the Masquerade game called Dice Before Dawn and a sci-fi podcast called Sound Control RPG, which hopefully will go live eventually. I'm also a DM over on Awfully Queer Heroes for the Tower in the Souls campaign that releases every Friday, which is super fun. I also stream way too much right now, so most Fridays you can find me on 2000 Tales doing a Monster of the Week Weird Web campaign that comes back in 2 weeks. And currently you can find me on Weave the Tale Tuesdays and Fridays playing Shadowrun Fridays with Potato Taylor.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Everyone should go watch it. It's so fun. It's so great. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't understand Shadowrun, but
None
man,
of us
is it
know
fun.
what we're doing.
None of us know what we're doing, but we're playing it. We're rolling dice. We're rolling a lot of dice.
Yes.
I'd roll
They're
like
both
12 today.
I rolled 20 to punch someone in the face who didn't need to be punched in the face, got 6 hits, and then re-rolled all of them just for fun to get 14 total hits out of 20.
Yeah.
Which is an awful lot and way too many, and I probably should have actually killed the guy, but they didn't make that happen.
That sounds awesome. I want to play.
It is very satisfying to see
Shadowrun
just
is
like
great.
20 d6s go everywhere, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah. My character is super strong. She can bench press a fan. and has
multiple times.
That's
down
great.
twice.
Don't twist my arm too hard, or I might run it for you, Blair. So
Invite me.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not in too many games already. It's fine.
right.
Busy? What is that? We don't know.
What
We
is
don't know what
that?
that word means.
Yeah, no.
No.
Also, an audio editor. If you want your podcast edited, I might be able to help you with that too.
Girl, I have so many projects I
Girl.
want to do, but I don't want to edit. So
Don't put
We'll
that
talk.
out there
We'll
if you're
figure
not
it
willing to back it up.
I
I know someone who might take you up on it.
mhm.
We'll just send that information right now.
Yeah, pay me. I may be able to do it.
There you go. Yeah, so busy. We're all busy. Cause here, obviously, we have this. We're gonna take a little break in March. March will be a little less busy, but not because Heather, something's coming back. What
The markets is coming back on Thursdays. Yay! We the guys and I got together, had a good talk. We hung out, we did the things, and decided that hey, we all miss red markets and we're ready for it to come back. We are moving the day to Thursday, which is a big change for all of us because we've been playing in the Wednesday slot since 2019, 2020. So big deal there. But no, we are so happy that we will be back starting next week. So come check us out.
Heck yeah. And then tomorrow we have Mass Effect, where it's getting real steamy over there. We got some love conflicts. We got some lovers dead. We've got some gunfiring about to happen. You know, it's getting crazy. That was what the gist of that was. And
Who's the
also-
Vorcha in love with? No.
Who? David.
Everybody.
Yeah, who's the Vorcha in love with?
Everybody has their own little Vorcha partner. That's actually not false.
It's not false.
It's not false.
Yes. Food is walking in the door for me. Thank you.
What is this?
Rude.
She gets food service.
Brought to her.
What? Here, I'll fill while
I
riff.
have merch stuff over here if you,
You
want me
riff.
to.
You
Okay.
riff.
So we do have merch. We put out FOE, the Paranormal Hunters organization, late last year, beginning of this year. So that's available at Teespring, and
And the game you can get. On
you can get the game
itch.io?
on itch.io if you want it. But don't worry about that. Also, our favorite
It's so
one here with the ladies, bitchin' you shall receive is kind of our slogan. So you
I
can get
love
that
that
on.
so much.
It comes true so often.
It does. If I have any kind of like prophetic like saying, that's it. That I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Taylor.
Yeah. So that's that's on Redbubble and Teespring. It's been a minute since I've done merch. So yeah, go check out that stuff there. Teespring has a deal every other flippin' day for 35% off. So just wait a day and it will be on sale.
It'll be. Yeah, I think that was it. Mass Effect rules are coming. Gen Con, we gonna be there.
Right.
Keep an eye on socials. Let's get into a spooky carnival. So y'all can start talking, and I can
Yes.
eat these tacos that just appeared in front of me.
So where did we leave off?
So last time, God, all of them are blending all together. Y'all learned a lot. Y'all learned a lot of good old lore from your buddy Locke. He told you some things about just the carnival in general, your buddy Pinky, and sent y'all off on some ventures or some errands that took you to the food court where you met Candy, the wonderful confectioner who hooked you up with all sorts of goodies if you would play a little prank on Felix, the guy who ran the elixirs place, which you did while also stealing Locke's little mug that he wanted. You returned in hopes of, making that money, but then also buying a staff that Locke kind of forgot about and sold because, look, he's cursed too, he's stuck in that little building. His head ain't quite right. But y'all went on with all of the oh no, wait, it started with y'all meeting Heckna. That was the whole first thing. I was like, wait, Heckna was last episode of when y'all, after giving poor oh no, this was after meeting Polly for the first time, before giving her she had to shut down.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did meet Heckna, who came and introduced himself and wanted to make sure you were having a good time, right?
Yes.
While doing a lot of pranks at poor Kithely's expense. And then going about his merry way, performing and making sure everyone knew how great he was. But then after leaving, giving Felix some hell and getting popsicles, you went about, dropped off popsicles to Polly, to Pinky, to everybody, and then made your way, after talking to Locke, to the hostel, to the game show room. And that's where you're currently, because Kate wanted to bring Laird a popsicle, and he's currently sitting in a chair, facing the wall, not moving.
I did
Not
want to
being
mention that the stuff we found out about Pinky is that she used to be a half elf, and that she's now under Heckna's spell.
Yes.
And
not
that
willingly.
Yeah, and that Marlowe's brother, who was, I think Marlowe was the elf.
That we met at the beginning.
Yeah, the female elf that's wounded, mentioned that her brother may be in the process of becoming, of converting, since he's been missing. So there's some other, there was that like last minute, like just of all this like data dump. So there's that too.
Yes.
If we're in here and Laird is staring at the wall and all that, Kithely is gonna look at Kate, and I think he's broken.
Kate's gonna have like a really like kind of like a like a puppy when it hears like a new sound, kind of with that like head tilt, whatever, looking like really strangely at Laird, and is gonna kind of like ballerina tiptoe. I'm sorry, it's probably making sound. Ballerina tiptoe up to him, and then just like whenever she gets really close, just being like, Laird, and see if anything happens.
Do a perception check.
I think that just went up. Are we still rolling in? Are we rolling in roll? No,
Wherever
I'm gonna do
you
it.
want to roll.
D&D Beyond is where
Yeah.
we've been rolling
You
before.
want to roll maybe
But
beyond. You want to roll real
can do it.
dice. You do
Yeah.
you.
Perception check.
Yep.
I got a 2. She's gonna poke like the side of his like temple. He didn't do anything.
Maybe you need to play him a song.
Poke him.
I did. Okay. Sure. Yeah, that's a good idea. She does music.
She musics.
She musics. Where are my? Speaking of that, what? I don't know what musical instruments I have. Oh, she's gonna get out her little like fiddle and just kind of like play something like, I don't know. She's like feeling the eerie vibes and is just kind of like, or like something like eerie to go along with the mood, and just see. And while like she's doing it, just kind of like look around to see, like, is there a button? Is there like something? Like, is there like wires or something? Like she's really confused as to why this is.
So do a performance check. And I mean, you're kind of looking, and he's just sitting in the chair. Like he looks real chill. You know, he's just kind of like sitting back in it, but it's just facing the wall. He's all done up, still in his like his makeup, his performance makeup. He's got his leather jacket that also has tails like on still and everything.
Nice. Performance was a 21.
So yeah, you're playing and just kind of like looking at him. This spooky little soft tune, and he's just kind of sitting there. He just looks over at you.
She'll like kind of like pick it up a little bit, like kind of make it go like a little bit faster, and like have like a smile kind of come on her face,
It's
and maybe
not
kind of
time
like
for the show.
Oh.
Vecna hasn't turned on the live sign. Save it.
Can I divine sense?
Yeah, what does that do?
I can detect good and evil, and until the end of the next turn, you sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet. That is not behind total cover.
Yeah, he's lighting up. He's lighting up like a dang the billboard.
Can I tell which one?
Just to make it fun. I feel like we did this before, and we didn't. But screw it.
Yeah.
We'll say that both men, since he hasn't said anything and like has noticed, and then now you doing this. It's a little sickly green of a glow, which usually correlates with undead.
Hey, hey, maybe we shouldn't play. You know, I know I said that we should play. You should play music. And maybe that would wake the dead. But maybe you should come back over here now.
oh, what's wrong with him?
He's unalived.
Like, she's just gonna kind of like, he was alive earlier.
I'm not sure he was. Really, I think. I mean, I could smite him right now, like put him out of whatever misery he might be in. I mean, is that a good idea? And like she starts like going like getting ready to pull that sword out because we should just smite down those things.
It's okay. And she's gonna kind of like dance back over to him and then just kind of like take out the popsicle and like lay it on the desk and then just kind of like look down at him and go, for when the show starts, okay? And then like go back, kind of like really sad tiptoes back to the door.
Oh.
Taylor, I hate this.
Med, did you notice that too? Or have you noticed anything else like this?
I had noticed. I didn't know what the aura meant, but I did notice that something was off. Until I knew what it was, I didn't want to make it a thing.
That
But
color, whatever that color, it
Mhm.
means undead. Pretty familiar with that one. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Paladin,
Gotcha. Okay.
zombies
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah. Mortal enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe.
Sure.
Skippily just
We
gets
should like
lost
move
in
away
thought.
from this one then for now. I'm sorry, Kate. We gotta leave Laird. There's nothing we can do for him right now.
Maybe we could save him or reverse it.
I mean, all right, Paladin.
She's like, Kathlee's like, Matt, I'm trying.
Like, I don't know of any magic that
Necromancers, I know.
undeads.
I think Kathlee's just gonna turn around, walk away.
Right. I would love a popsicle if we have any more. Let's
wait. Or did we get a whole like bag, or did we get specifically how many we wanted?
I think we may have just got how many we wanted.
Yeah, specifically as many as you wanted, and then she just put it in a bag with a big old hunk of ice.
That's
I
right.
see.
So there's probably not any leftovers.
Yeah, we have to go get more. Okay. It's okay. I'll talk to him later.
Okay.
And she's just gonna very sadly like sway out the door. It's the worst day ever. The worst. Not the panic attack that I had last time. Well, I guess it's all technically the same day.
Same day.
We're still the same day.
All right. So, y'all head out. Yeah, I guess in the recap didn't like go over as far as you have on y'all's plate of to-dos. One, Hecna has offered free games at the Midway.
Mm-hmm.
Candy gave you a treat for Gertrude if you could go out and take it to her. And then Locke has asked you to go to the security building and take a package to Marlowe, the elf hunter that y'all met previously, as well as retrieve a marionette doll hidden on the flag post. Also at the security building.
I want to go to security building because I want all of Locke's shit. So
Money.
right. So let's go there.
You just like we walk down like the Midway past the games, and Kithlee just looks so distracted. Occasionally, like pulls away and has to be pulled back to the group. But mom, but what? But med, just one med. Come on, med.
Oh.
Kate's still kind of like playing just like quietly, because just quietly, like still playing her little fiddle, a little sad, just kind of like falling behind.
Oh, outside? Don't play sad. Don't.
Oh yeah.
Play sad.
Heck no.
don't
Smiles,
play
remember?
Arcade, but don't.
Heck no, like
Yeah,
smiles.
like as you're walking out and still playing sad things, you see like a couple more like little clown kind of people like walking by and just like look over. And then there's just like a juggler that like stops juggling and like looks at you. And you notice like some of the Heckna posters on the trees and stuff, the eyes are like turning and following y'all.
Like,
Liven that shit up.
Like a jig.
I can't sing what I'm playing, but yeah, so she'll like pick it up a little bit and kind of like skip behind.
The juggler
Kinda like-
laughs and picks up and starts juggling again. Like clowns go about like doing their own thing. But y'all head over to the security building. And you kind of walk up and see that this is a very large building in comparison to what y'all have seen. And it almost looks more like a wooden cabin, maybe, than anything else, really. Except it is like nearly 100% covered in like Heckna posters. They're just plastered all over the place. And you see that each of the posters all look to be looking in different directions. But then as you walk up, they all just kind of like whoop, and turn their attention.
That feels good. That feels not creepy at all. That feels good.
Turn their attention to you. And you kind of walk up and you hear off to the side, act natural, but like, come over here. Come over here. Oh, wait, I think she was British. Act natural, but come over here. And you look and you see Marlowe like in the shadows, like at this little, what looks to be like a outhouse almost, like on the other side of it that is like kind of hidden from view.
Yeah. So I start walking like sideways like a crab. Just kind of
I'm gonna stay here. Like, I'm gonna be the distraction.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna just go on the ground and start doing push-ups. Just like keep them eyes on me, right? Like this way, go one-handed, go up and
Kate's
clap,
gonna
like,
play music to your push-ups in time.
yeah.
Eye of the tiger.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Med kind of walks over and you're doing push-ups and playing music. And y'all hear now another voice from a different direction as the door opens to the security building. And this like guy comes walking out. He's wearing like kind of like a coverall, like a Carhartt kind of coverall, and it just says like security really big on like the front of it. He's got like the white face paint, the like fun little kind of markings and stuff, and crazy colored hair, but still that like very plain. And there's a couple of guys that kind of follow after him that just look not professional security by any means. They're just kind of dressed in the same wild colors, have crazy hair, makeup, and they're just like holding bats, you know. And he's like, what do you think you're doing?
Put it on a show.
For the security offices? Are you sure
Like the
you're
band?
not a distraction?
Huh? Do I look like I know what a distraction is?
No, not really, if we're gonna be honest.
Right. And she'll just like tip up and then hero pose.
I've been hearing some whispers of people going around throwing bags of popcorn swarms places. I've had posters being ripped down and stolen. I've had people coming back in with bear attacks, trying to go out in the woods on their own. There's this cat that's sneaking around causing all sorts of mischief. And like as he says that, was it Kate? You notice behind him at the top of the flagpole is a tabaxi and like crazy colorful outfits, like digging into the top of this flagpole has a giant pair of underwear that fly from it.
Yeah.
She's digging like into it and you can see like the edge of like a marionette that she's like pulling out. And voila, look, we have art now.
We have art. Yeah.
It looks so good.
I'm gonna, Taylor, this is your best. Also, Nikki, the concept, just y'all tag team. I fucking love the character. Appreciation.
It's
So
so
good.
good.
So good.
Yeah. That exact pose is Kithly staring down at this guy.
And he's like a foot and a half shorter than you, just like right back at you. Like, I don't know. I've never seen you around here. You sure you're not causing any mischief? Any mayhem? Any madness?
I mean,
The
I thought
three
that's what
M's, we
the
don't
carnival-
stand for it. We do, but not against the madness of the carnival. You see, there's a difference.
Oh no, I've just been
There's
totally
a
engrossed with the.
proved madness.
I'm just having a good time.
Kate's
Isn't that the whole point of being here?
Yes, it is.
Kate's
Can I-
gonna like
Talking.
What's that?
Can I hear him talking?
Yeah, he's loud. So
I'm
you
just
know
like,
this guy is like Sean. He's this head of security, and he's such a like blowhard. Like, he's the worst.
Anybody who sees me is just like every time he talks, just making faces and mimicking him quietly.
Well, it
Kate's
sounds like you
gonna-
have a mischief maker on the loose.
When I
Or
hear
two
that,
or
I
three.
scan all the way down.
And Kithily, you see this at this point as they're just like, whoop, and like disappears kind of like behind the back part of the security building.
Do I see this over by Marlo?
Do a perception check for me because you're kind of going the opposite direction. So we'll see it as you're like acting casual if you notice.
18.
Yeah, I'll say you're like acting casual and then noticed this conversation happening. So you're looking and then you just see a tabaxi slide down the pole with like a marionette under her arm. Kind of
This would
disappear.
definitely be my first time seeing a cat person. So yeah.
There you go.
We'll get along so well.
All right.
Med is fresh from Bird Island. Like this is the first time he sees everybody.
All right.
I
Well,
just try
only
and keep it
approved
attention.
madness and mischief and fun. And if you see anyone not doing the right kind of,
Oh, I'm totally there. I totally got you. Can I get like a? Can I be deputized? Like keeping it
he, like
deputy.
turns around and like huddles in with his boys, and they're just like, he's like, check back in. We're gonna come up with a trial or something to prove
A
yourself.
trial.
I don't know you.
Like Kippley's ready right now. Let's do this.
All right. Well, looking up at you. Just kind of like grumbles and like walks off. And his buddies are just like boop, 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 boop behind him. Like, no worries, you know? Like, they're friends with the boss. Like, they can cause all sorts of shit and he'll just get them out of trouble, you know? They're living life.
Kippley just like rolls her eyes and then winks at one of the Heckna posters before she turns around to go find Kate.
Okay, so the med, you're kind of like walking back and get around to the edge of this little building where very obviously an entire chunk like of this building has had the posters ripped down, and you can kind of get back in between like a bush and it. And Marlo's just like, I heard Locke was sending something for me.
Yes, I have.
It's just like a unwrapped, or a wrapped like package.
Was it? Did I have it? I feel like I took.
I think
That was
so.
probably you because
Okay, that sounds.
was
Okay,
me.
I don't have it in my notes, so my apologies. Med knows. So from underneath Med's feathers, he reaches into his bag, and the darkness of his feathers in the bag, out pops this package. This was given to me for you. I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's nothing. We just wanted to see if we could trust you and if you were going to tamper with it, but good job.
Oh, what is it? Like, is it cool? Like,
She opens it and it's just like an empty, like, little wooden box.
damn it, Locke.
You learn anything about how to get us out of here?
I have learned some things about this place, but leaving, no.
Well.
Locke has some concerns for your brother, though. So it sounds like time is of the essence.
Want to keep my hopes up, but not quite sure if it's really worth it. We're gonna be, it seems like it's too late.
But not for you.
Not for me, for him.
We
But
can try.
We can try.
But we can try.
Anyway, if I come up with anything, I guess I'll get in touch with Locke. He seems to know y'all pretty well.
Yeah. What do you know about this place? Maybe if we combine our intel together, we can figure out a way.
Well, I mean, I unfortunately haven't been able to get very far because Heckner knows I'm not quite on his side, so I've been stuck to the Midway. Those he deems worthy can go on back there, and she kind of points to the big top, and you can see the big top, the fun house, the big Ferris wheel, the big section of the thing. Can't get back there without him wanting you to, and he doesn't want me to. But it's a little David. Oh my god.
Sorry, guys. It's a little collector, yeah. A little high shelf collector.
I love it.
Yeah. Luckily, Beak don't have to pretend to smile, so it's very easy to, fake it.
As long as you're a better actor than Locke.
Yeah. No, he's real salty.
He can't hide it. He tries. He doesn't try, actually.
No,
he tried
yeah,
once,
no.
and it's very obvious.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean, I'm sure you know about the posters.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And we're getting some sense that some of the higher ups may be undead.
I don't know much about all that, but I don't think most people here are normal, alive people anymore, or even, I don't know, it's unworldly, really.
How did your brother get captured or go missing? Just one day you woke up and he was gone, or?
No, he caused a bit of a scene. After a while, this just starts to wear on you, and he's always had quite a temper, and he made his temper very known during the parade, and Heckner was not happy about it, and grabbed him, and they both disappeared, and within a couple of seconds, Heckner was back acting as if nothing was wrong, and my brother was gone.
Med's gonna look at her. I think she was hit in the stomach last time, so Med's gonna look. How was your wounds? Do you need any treatment?
Oh no, they're much better. Whatever it is you did kind of help speed it along.
Awesome. Okay.
And I know how to get the good stuff from Felix as well.
Yeah, I don't think Felix is gonna like us for a while. Yeah.
I'll see if I can smuggle some stuff out for you then sometime.
That'd be great.
But I'm going to go. I've been out here a little too long, and I am very tip top of the hit list. So,
all right, I didn't see you.
Appreciate you. Good luck, and Let me know when you can get us out of here.
See what I can do.
And she just like ducks through shadows and goes off. Kitfully and Kate, what are y'all doing after the Jawbreaker inner
I think
direction?
I tried to like find that. I want to find that tabaxi person. That was like Kate loves seeing that. She's just like, oh, that was funny. So yeah.
I'm just keeping an eye on Kate, so just hero posing my way around, keeping an eye on folks.
Wonderful. Yeah, y'all kind of go around to where the edge or like the bottom of the flagpole is. Nikki, where would your character? What you've done is you've hit the bottom. How you kind of hanging out? What you look like? All that fun stuff.
Okay. Zephyr is a ocelot patterned tabaxi who has a golden circlet on her head and lots of piercings in random colors along her ears. Her outfit is blues, greens, and yellows, random mix and matches. All the hues all match, the colors maybe not, but it works. She is barefoot, and her tail is like whipping back and forth like curiosity. When a cat has their interest on something, it's constantly going back and forth behind her. She took the marionette and like shifted the double skirt that she has and put it inside a bag underneath that skirt where it's like her little hidey hole basically. And she was going to go find Locke, but then she saw Locke passing by, walking further away from the security station, and she doesn't want to talk to him while he has his goons with him.
That one was Sean. Locke is the. I think I for some reason keep switching up security, building, and lost and found. Lost and found is Locke, and he chills there. Security is Sean.
All right, then I don't want Sean to see me because I know that he has his eye out for me. Because I may be the one that's causing some of that mischief, possibly. Can't be proven though. There's clearly must be another tabaxi here. But yeah, I would probably start walking my way once Sean and his goons pass by towards the security office. Just like slowly, not trying to like get Heckna's attention or anything on the things, just kind of like greeting random people and saying hello and being very happy-go-lucky.
So are we like coming from like opposite sides, like kind of like this? Okay. So because we also were told to get that marionette. So Kate's just gonna kind of like lean around the security building or like lean where we're going. Just kind of do like a and look at Zephyr and wave.
Zephyr glances behind her, making sure none of the posters are looking at her right now.
Well, they're all still kind of like doing their general different. Like think like Harry Potter, the like wanted posters, you know, where they like move or like the newspapers. They're kind of like that, and they're all just doing general sweeps. It doesn't look like any are like targeted in and doing anything in particular.
She will just go, hello.
How did you climb up there?
I'm real good at climbing things.
Can you teach it?
I think you need a tail.
She's gonna look behind at Kithley to check and see. She's never checked to see if Kithley had a tail, so she's gonna check to see if Kithley has one. It's like
Kithley really is just like looking around. No, she doesn't, and not completely paying attention to that conversation. So,
well, what did you grab from up there?
I may have overheard that Locke wanted the marionette when he was talking to you.
He did tell us that.
Yeah. But I wanted Locke to owe me a favor, so I wanted to get it first. And I did. Sorry? I'll give you free readings if you want in exchange, since
Readings?
she like pulls out a bunch of cards and she's just like, yeah, I'm a fortune teller.
As soon as Kate sees that, I don't care where we are, if we're in the middle of the street, she's just gonna kind of like plop down that like cheerleader like, you know, where like the cheerleaders sit, how it's like one leg in front and one leg behind, and kind of sit like that. Except for Kate, it looks really uncomfortable because her feet are still moving. So it's kind of like sitting like that and then kind of like just be like, oh, yes, please.
Well, we can't do it here. We have to go to the proper place so everybody can be happy and properly in place.
Let's go. Where to?
I have a tent.
Oh,
Would you like to get your friends?
Yeah, and
Med
Kate's just
kind of comes up from the shadows, like shakes off the I guess the trees or brush or whatever shadows he was lurking in, and is like instantly like, what is all this? Looking at Zefrey, and like just the tail and like what, and the circlet and like of course the shiny things, like what
So many
is
shiny
all this?
things.
Yes, and then since he noticed her, Taylor, would he have noticed her taking the marionette from the flagpole when he saw her?
Yeah, you would have seen it.
Oh, okay.
Like, tucked.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Be like, so the marionette you took.
Can we go to my tent and I can offer you free readings and I will gladly answer any questions you have.
that's cool.
He would do probably a detect good and evil or a perception, because I don't trust anybody here.
It's fair.
Maybe would it be insight?
Absolutely fair. This place sucks. Yeah, you can just do an insight.
Just general insight.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
12.
I'm not hiding anything, so
He feels great.
she's a little chaotic, but she doesn't seem like a bad person.
Awesome.
You notice like the like looking over at the posters, like, oh man.
She's like, we've been standing too long. We should go to the tent.
Okay. He agrees to go.
come
And
on,
then
men. Pat him
I'm
on
coming.
the back, like clap him on the back, just because that's good, and follow along.
I will skip happily.
Oh my God, Kate is skipping in time and also playing music and like also like kind of like doing a little bit of both, like watching where she's going, but also like looking back and like just observing Zefrey's everything and just like, yes, it's now the best day ever. Oh my God.
How it turned around so quick. I love it. I also just love that Med is like a grown-ass adult, like was in the military, is just like this military man that's just childlike wonder of everything. It's like, oh my God.
I mean, grown
so
ass
new.
adult of like 20, you
Yeah,
know? I
yeah.
mean, how many like have you met 20-year-old guys in the military? Like
That's true. That's true.
grown ass adult is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so y'all kind of skip in time and follow, kind of weave through and go off to kind of, we'll say it's probably like kind of on the edge of some of the Midway stuff, so it still kind of fits in, but it's also kind of tucked in, kind of where like the hostel and the Lost and Found is. That's a little less busy, nice and secrety. And y'all kind of walk into the tent.
The room is filled with different colors, fabrics, and different shiny bits. And there's like a candle. There's like a set of candles or 5 that light up the room that shine off all the shiny bits. So they just make all the sparklies happen. And then there's pillows around a table.
I look for a poster.
No poster.
Posters don't stick on fabric. And her smile has dropped now. Like it's more of a normal face.
I will say there's probably like a tapestry that the same as in Locke's poster obviously is hand drawn. This is like obviously just like made to kind of look like Heckna so people think that it's a poster, you know, like in the fabrics. So it like fits in, but it's like not the poster.
Med's gonna plop on a pillow.
Hi. My name is Zefrey. It's wonderful to meet you. Sorry for the act. We can't stay out long or he'll get suspicious, so.
We're learning that. I'm Kithly. Med, Kate.
Pleasure. I was serious about offering the tarot reading if you would like it.
Yes.
But
Med finds it fascinating. Like, who is your god of tarot? Like, I don't know this one.
I don't have a god.
Then what's your source of magic? What? Let me start from the beginning. Tell me everything.
I've always just been good at reading people and understanding what they need. And sometimes, evidently, that meant that I was really good at reading tarot cards. And someone said I had a gift. I don't know what that gift is, but sometimes the cards tell me things that are very important for other people to hear. And it was also way better than cleaning up elephant dung, so I became the fortune teller here.
How long have
How
you
long
been
have you-
here?
Jinx.
Give me a popsicle.
Out of character, how long ago was the situation where I was a kid?
I would say it's probably been at least like. Did I say how long it's been since Pinky was? No, I said Locke was 4-ish years, so we haven't dated. No, Locke was more than that. We'll say probably it's been at least like 5 years
Okay.
or so. Mm-hmm.
I've been here for 8 years, 9 years.
Wow.
Whoa.
And you haven't changed.
I stay on his good side. At least out in public. Real good at deceiving. Keep his smile on.
Noted.
Speak.
That is actually really good, yeah. You don't have to smile, that's wonderful.
Because I can't.
I won't deceive you. Sorry, that came off weird. I just meant like deceiving him.
Mm-hmm.
And- Okay. Yeah. Med's gonna want a tarot reading.
Okay.
Can we do that first? I want to see.
Sure.
Kate looks so excited. I think Kate wants one too.
Kate did ask first.
Let's
actually.
let Kate go first.
Okay.
I feel like she has lots that she would love to hear.
So she just starts shuffling her deck and like sits down while she's talking, and she's like, I will draw one card for each of you, and it'll be free. I don't need to, you don't have to use a ticket or charge anything. And she will draw a random card for you. And the cards all look hand drawn. They look like someone took time and effort to make sure the backs were all identical, but the fronts are all beautifully drawn and kind of worn at the edges, like they're old. And they don't, like, if you've ever seen another set of tarot cards, they don't look like the normal tarot cards, but she seems to understand what they mean. So she goes, Kate, the cards are telling me you've been on the move so long that you lost yourself. But I sense that the curtains are about to close on your torment. Don't worry, there is a light at the end of this tunnel. As she begins shuffling the cards again.
These cards are very optimistic.
Yeah, Kate just has like a long like stare and then just kind of like giggles for a second and then just kind of like rocks back and just kind of like sits with that.
And your name was Med? Yes?
Mm-hmm. Med Spec Paw.
Med Spec. Oh, lovely to meet you. I like your name.
Thanks.
So she shuffles the cards again and does the whole thing, and she draws a random card. The cards are telling me that you desire to see new sights, but it kind of clouds your judgment. A dubious friend may be an enemy in camouflage. It doesn't tell me which friend, though. I can't quite make that out.
I do like new things.
New things
Dubious
are
friend.
wonderful.
A dubious friend. Well, there are many dubious friends here. Thank you for the warning, not God of Tarot.
Maybe I should change my sign to God of Tarot. I'm her Heckna won't be mad at that.
As long as you do it with a smile on your face.
That's right. Does your not God smile? That's all that matters.
Keith Lee, would you like one?
Sure, everyone else is doing it.
She shuffles the deck and pulls out a random card. Your confidence and glory. The cards are saying it's going to take you very far. But your judgment is going to be tested. You need determination now, more than anything.
I will think on that. Thank you.
You're welcome. And she puts the cards down happily and she's like, I'm glad I could help.
That was great.
Well, thank you. So the marionette.
So I may have overheard you talking to Locke, and I really need him to owe me a favor, so I kind of went to go get it first.
Why do you need him to owe you a favor?
He could get me in touch with the toy maker who can help me with Pinky.
What?
You know Pinky?
Wow, Pinky.
Yeah, she's
Your friend?
She was like my big sister. She saved me. I owe her. I want to try to help.
So you knew her before she turned.
She was so much fun back then.
Was she always named Pinky?
Yeah.
How did you guys come here together, or did you meet her while you were here?
I met her here. I was pretty young. I think I was 11.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay.
Who led you here?
I found my way.
That's unfortunate.
I had nowhere else to go. And I found a friend. So, not everybody is great here, but there are some really good people here.
So it sounded so we were talking with someone and she said that the person she was here with made Heckna mad and then they disappeared. Like that person disappeared. So is that what happened with Pinky? She made Heckna mad and then he turned her?
Her tail droops a little and she kind of looks down at the floor. I made a big mistake and she covered for me.
Oh.
I bet Heckna knew it was you and Because I mean, these posters, like he sees it all, right? And so, like, I wonder if he's punishing you through her still.
I think about that sometimes because it's really hard to watch her just fake smile and praise him. She doesn't like Hecna.
Is she still in there? Like, do you still
I-
see? Like, does she recognize you? Do you see glimpses of her?
With my high insight, would I?
Yeah, I would. There's definitely moments. For the most part, you know, she's da 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 happy go lucky in that weird kind of trance. But there's some times that you can like kind of see like in her eyes that kind of like, you know, a sadness or like a help. Like sometimes like the smile will drop and but then, you know, it comes back. So it's nothing continuous, but there are moments.
I do think she's still in there. I see her sorrow and her
Resolve is
fear.
building within Med to protect Pinky as an innocent. So, so you think the toy maker can fix her because the toy maker broke her?
Well, the toy maker not fix her. That was the wrong word. I'm sorry. He has a special interest in her, and I kind of want to know why. I don't know if it's because he thinks he could fix her or if it's something nefarious, but you can't really trust everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hoping if I can get there and talk to him, then I can learn a little bit more, at least be close enough to like see if I believe him, because I'm pretty good at reading people.
Do you think he would tell you? Like, just go in there and be like, "Hey."
Probably not, but I could. If he lies to me, I should be able to tell that he's at least lying.
Oh, that's really helpful.
Yeah.
We could help.
Yeah,
That'd
I
be
want to
really
help
fun.
Pinky.
You see about this time, like the curtain to the tent opens up, and you see one of the little children of the corn like stick their head in. Hawk's looking for you.
Thanks. I like put the smile on my face immediately, and I just like rub my hand over his hair.
You're welcome. That's it. You hear him scuttling off.
Was the toy maker the one that made the kids? That's Heather
That was
asking.
the Chandler of Flesh.
Okay, so
Is what you've heard
completely
in
different.
reference
Okay.
to like them and the hands and everything.
Okay. So Kithly doesn't really know how to read a situation or to not be blunt. So I apologize. But Kithly kind of just like stands there and says, "What'd you do to piss him off?"
I mean, that's a fair question.
Med ruffles.
What? She just
It's a fair question. It's fair. I told Pinky about a group known as the Choo Choos. They were trying to escape. And
Shoes?
Choo Choos, like a train.
Choo choo. Oh.
And hold on, reading notes. And that kind of spurred her to look for them. She got really, really interested, and then Hecna got really, really interested in her. And I think he asked her how she knew about it, who she was told, and she never said. At least not that I'm aware of.
okay. I can get behind that. Do you still know who is part of that group?
Would I? It's been 4
No,
years.
and I don't think you ever really knew exactly who it was. That's why Pinky was kind of tracking him down. You probably heard whispers from some of the hunters or something that like this is something going down.
I never knew who was in it. I just knew that they existed.
Okay.
So I always look at people like, are you part of the choo-choos? In my head, though, only, never out loud. That would be terrible. That would be a horrible idea. Don't do that.
What is a
Is-
choo-choo?
It's the noise a train makes when it goes away.
Are there choo-choos at the carnival? Like trains? I would assume.
Not
but
that you've seen.
Oh, that's fair.
Mhm.
So T-Free, with these choo-choos were like, what information did you have? Just that they existed, or were there like, did people wear like little train insignias or?
Just that they existed
Okay.
and that they wanted to escape, and I knew that Pinky wanted to escape, and she wanted me to escape. So I told her.
Yeah. Do you still want to escape?
Not without Pinky. I'll stay here forever until Hecna destroys me if I can't save Pinky.
So in order to stay Pinky, we need to go see the toy maker,
Yes.
right? And
Oh, right.
we're
The
gonna
toy
go.
maker wanted to see me
So where are they?
in their shop.
Which is on this side or that side?
It's on the side, so you know that or Zephyr know that the toy maker usually hangs out at the souvenir shop, because he makes lots of things there. He's pretty like reclusive, like hard to kind of track down. Hence the needing a bribe to kind of get him to show his face. And maybe Locke knew that.
Which one is it on the map?
Let
6
me look.
is the souvenir
Oops.
shop.
Oh, so we're kind of
Don't have
close.
the map.
What was the bribe that we are going to give the toy maker, or is that something Locke was going to give us?
Locke. That's just why the marionette was just
That's right.
was-
So we need to go to Locke, which is not far from the souvenir shop.
Mm.
I mean, I can lead you there. Or you can follow me. I mean, I have the marionette. You guys are cool with me having the marionette, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. He was
okay.
just going to give us gold. So I think if we show up together, maybe we'll all get it.
Like
Maybe.
a team.
Yeah.
Okay. And then she like takes a deep breath and puts the forced smile on again, looking perky and happy with the marionette still tucked away, and then steps out of the tent, holding it open for the others. Like, thank you so much for coming to get your fortune read. Let me lead you to the next destination.
Y'all do notice that like there is a very obvious poster like on a tree, like right by the tent, like very obviously placed of like,
It's watching.
yeah, that doesn't look right. That's weird.
Med starts to like jauntily like march, like do 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 do.
I will.
Gives a big smile.
When I say let me bring you to your next destination, I'm going to say the name of another place that is near the toy maker,
Nice.
but not the toy maker,
Usually.
because it's
The
never been.
Midway or the food court.
Yeah. It's never been proven that he can hear through them, but we think he can. So, better be safe than sorry.
Awesome.
Mhm.
All right, and so y'all are headed to the souvenir shop. All my notes.
So we were gonna go.
Or Locke first. Lost phone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna go to Lost and Found first.
Perfect.
Where Locke is.
Okay. So y'all head over to the Lost and Found. There's a couple of little like revelers in there buying like a torn up like shirt, an old scarf, like just random things. And you okay. You kind of walk in, and after he pays them, he's like, and before they kind of leave, he's like, "Oh, welcome, nice to see some new faces here." And those people walk out. You've duplicated.
We've multiplied.
Yeah.
Hi,
I would
Luck.
say-
Oh yeah. Multiple.
There was 3 of us. Yeah.
Marlo says hi.
Wonderful. Yes, I got a little word that you didn't, pardon my French, fuck up the mission. So here, I'll go ahead and like y'all get y'all's 25 tickets, each for that. Z-Free, been a bit since you've come in and seen me. You know I get so bored. Why don't you visit anymore?
Because the posters were looking a lot.
Smart. Thank you.
I think they stopped since a week or 2 ago, but I want to be careful.
Understandable.
But I do visit technically. I overheard you talking to these fine people.
So you're spying on me now. You don't come visit me anymore, and instead,
Just to make sure you're okay.
Okay, that's very sweet.
But
What did you hear in particular?
That you wanted the marionette.
You beat them to it.
By like 10 seconds.
She gets very excited though, and she's like, "Yeah."
Little tail.
Tail's just swishing, and she like pulls it out from underneath her secondary skirt. But they did help cause the distraction. They distracted Sean.
Oh, I'm so sorry you had to deal with him.
I got to mimic him though, and he didn't see it. It was funny.
Love that. I can't stand that man. But, well, guess a deal's a deal then, since y'all were of some help. And, look, I'm in a good mood. I haven't seen you in so long. Y'all got me a cool mug. It's in a popsicle. It's been a great day, Nothing has gone wrong at all today. It's been wonderful. And passes 25 tickets again, or well, I guess 30 because I'm doing a nice even split.
I don't remember how many tickets I have.
So we each get 20, I think.
Yeah.
Can I, instead of that, can I get a favor?
Maybe.
I need to speak to the toy maker.
Me too, honestly. And he kind of grabs the marionette from you. And like this one is obviously not alive. It's just like a doll. And just like grabs it and just slams it onto the table and the head like shatters. And he pulls out this little like coin thing. And then he just like whistles somehow. It's a bird. I don't know. They whistle. I don't understand the anatomy of it. But and like a couple of little children of the candy corn come like rolling in and like hop up on the table. He gives them like each a little ticket and then this, and he's like, take this to Stefano and tell his boss to get here right away. No dilly-dallying. They're like, aye, sir. And they roll off again. I kind of run. He's like, that will hopefully get the toy maker here very quickly because I think that little coin might have some very valuable information for both of us on it. So I guess we can just wait and see.
She would probably start babbling at this point about all the things that he missed over the last X amount of weeks. And then like stop halfway, be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry I took over. You guys wanted to say something? I'm so sorry. I talk way too much. I'm told all the time.
Kate probably jumped up onto the like whatever counter, like pay counter, I guess. Probably like jumped up to sit on it, and then with her feet like still moving, kind of made like a drum beat. So it's kind of like just in the background, just like a light like don't just like on whatever thing. So she's just like vibing. Listen.
The toy maker's name is Stefan.
Oh no, his assistant is Stefano. The toy maker himself is like the marionettes you see around, but more advanced. Has a mind of his own. But he can't talk, he just signs, and Stefano was created to translate for him.
Oh my god, is this like a ventriloquist act?
It is now. A marionette with a marionette.
I would have whispered if they were ever distracted about why I want to talk to him and like try to get him to do the talking if I can. But I can also do the talking. I'm just not so great at. Well, no, I'm okay at deception, but
yeah. I know that he's been a little interested in the happenings around, and he knows a lot of what's going on all over the place. So I like keeping him in my pocket. So I think maybe if I feed him that doll had like a recorder of sorts in it. And I think the toy maker will find Sean's activities very interesting. Who doesn't, honestly? He's a pig, but man, so interesting.
Did you put the doll there?
No. I had a couple of my children run over and plop it in, but when I was trying to explain to them to get it back, they kept trying to bring me Polly. They were getting very confused on what I meant. Lots of
How do you
tickets.
get the children to be on your side?
They are terrifying. Let's be honest. But and I don't think they're actually children by any means. But however they were created, they still are childlike at heart. And, you give a kid a coin and they'll do about anything. They don't know if it's a silver or a platinum. So I give them a ticket, give them some candy. It's pretty easy. And they'll do about anything. I don't tell them anything too big. Just go here, get this person, bring them back. It doesn't draw too much attention since, Hecna knows I'm stuck here. So, yeah.
So if you don't leave this little thing that we're in, Hecna can't get you?
Or
is it mad at you?
He kind of stands up off of his stool and pulls up a little piece of wood on the desk and walks past and goes up to the door and then which is just a big open kind of end of the thing, and he goes to stick his hand and it sticks to right at the seal.
Oh, this is your punishment.
Yes. I don't remember what for, and I don't remember a lot of things, and I think that also has something to do with it.
Whoa,
Waddles
okay.
back, sits down.
Was this before was this before I got here?
Yeah. Locke can't remember how long he's been here, but no one that is chatty, that isn't under Hecna's spell, no one remembers him not being here.
Gotcha.
So he's probably been here for a very long time. He's I don't know, 10 years. It's all the same to me. But anyway, anything fun y'all have learned today, or
I mean,
you want to just stare at the wall till the toy maker gets here?
What is Laird?
Yeah.
Who? Laird?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He's that young punk performer guy, right? He does the
Sure
game show.
Mm-hmm.
He's part of a troupe, for lack of better words, maybe. I don't know. Another Hecna devotee who knows how he ended up that way, or if he was made that way. But there's a lot of leather-clad individuals. He's just the most performative of them. I think that's why he got the show.
I don't like him.
He's entertaining enough, but don't trust.
Why not?
Yeah, why don't you like him?
He gives me a weird vibe.
Have you been around him very, very much? Like, he seems to, him and Kate seem to just be magnets to each other.
I mean, I've been to his performances, but every time I've gone, he's a great performer. But when he like stops performing, he just feels off. Something feels wrong.
Does he
Just in
lie?
the background? Just
Would I have ever had like a full blown conversation with him? I probably would have tried.
Well, I mean, like, like when he's on stage and he says things like, I wonder if like they're, you can kind of tell when someone's performing and it's like all bullshit.
Yeah, I would say there's definitely a lot of performative bullshit, but like there's kind of a theme of just every kind of performative person here and just like really obvious gaslighting. Like, you're having fun, right? Why wouldn't you have fun? That's so stupid.
I mean, he lies about as much as all the other people do.
I do remember it's about a week, a year. Let's not talk time. I don't know it. A stint in which there was a laird performing, but it didn't look like the same laird, but they still kept calling him laird. And then the other laird came back, and it was as if nothing changed, and that was weird. You'd think it'd be like guest host, but they're very adamant that this is laird. It was weird.
Do
Like
you ever
in boy
see him like?
bands.
Do you ever see him like walking around?
Sometimes, usually during the parade, but that's when I see most people since it actually goes in front of my door.
Do I ever see him walking around other than the parade?
I would say occasionally. Like it's he's not really out and about a lot. But it does seem like every time you do see him, it's either for the parade or like man on the street interviews for the game show, or he's leading around a guest. Like it's never just him like going to the food court. You know.
I haven't seen him just do things. It's always work related stuff.
We saw him not working and he was like not like it was like he wasn't there. It's like a machine or something that was turned off. It was very unnerving.
When's the next parade?
They're daily, so in a few hours or so.
Okay. We're going to the parade.
Okay. About this time, you notice some noise outside, and it's like a constant squeaking. And you see coming up the ramp into the cart, two marionettes. One of which is. Where are you at, guys? Show two players. Show two, everyone.
Oh.
One of which is a larger marionette. He's got three different kind of clown masks, similar to Hecna's, but definitely not his. It's just that same kind of style. And has four arms and legs, and like walks up, and in front of him is like very much this little Pinocchio looking marionette walking in front. And you see as the Um, you see, kind of as they come in, Locke just kind of gestures like welcome as the toy maker and Stefano make their way in, and the toy maker, with his four hands, does a sign language. I mean, none of y'all know sign language necessarily, but it seems very complex. It involves four hands to do. And then Stefano's just like, oh, the boss says hello. Locke, thank you. And welcome new friends.
Hello.
Hi again.
Locke's like, haha. Well, I am glad you enjoyed my gift, but we were hoping maybe you could. Well, I just want you to remember this wonderful favor that I have done for you, and hopefully that can be returned. But these lovely individuals were looking for you. And he just kind of like looks over to you on all four hands, waves, and his like mask like rotates around on his head like the mayor in Nightmare Before Christmas, and it's like a little smiley one. And it goes back to just like a normal like face.
Thanks, I hate it. I know that I had the question, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be asking.
Yeah. Let me. I have too many tabs. I am going to. So, the toy maker kind of looks at you. Seafree, right? Yes.
Yes.
And walks over to you, and in like you see his chest is like wood, and it's just like round barrel chested, and it has like 6 drawers in it, and he like pulls out one, and it's like comically long, and he's like sifting around through different things, and pulls out a little wooden coin that looks similar but different, like obviously different than the one that Locke had. And he hands it to you, and then he looks over at Stefano and does like a very complicated forehand sign language again. And Stefano's like, oh, he said that he recognizes you, that you were friends with Pinky.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I've seen so many like you, desperate and hopeful. He's like watching him as he's like signing, full of ideas on how to leave, but I haven't seen a single one of them succeed. You should forget it. You'll give yourself over to Hecna sooner or later, but before you're lost, here's something I'll pay you to do. And you like kind of look, and he's like, he wants you to give this coin to Pinky and then just tell him how she responds.
I'm not gonna give up.
And then he looks over the toy maker again. He says, that's what they all say.
What does the coin do?
He says that it might remind Pinky of who she was if she still remembers.
Seafree, like, ears perk up basically, and he's like, really?
Yes, it's an experiment he's working on.
I'm willing to try it. Do you all want to go with me?
Yes. Is Pinky the experiment or restoring her the experiment? And is he
just
Hecna or the
shakes
toy
his
maker?
head. The toy maker just shakes his head and points at himself.
Okay. Oh, awesome. Can I ask you a question, Toy Maker?
It shifts and it's like a quizzical face.
Did Hecna make you?
It shifts back to a normal face. And then like Stefano looks up as he's doing it again. Says yes, but no, he allowed him to live, but he's different? He doesn't quite know.
Are you working on other projects or is it just Pinky? Like,
Oh, he
Locke
has
seems to
lots
be
of things
stuck.
going on.
Oh.
He's the Toymaker's better at kind of puzzles and unlocking things and fun things like that. He hasn't quite figured out the magic of this.
Mm.
Who has the coin right now?
Zefrey.
Did he sound? Oh, Kate's gonna kind of like shuffle over to Zefrey really fast and be like, "Can I hold it for a second?"
She will. First, she's got an insight check because, like, just to make sure, because she's just met you.
Yeah.
But also, she's like, this is her one chance possibly to see her. So I'm going to roll an insight check. Or my passive insight is 15.
Okay.
But,
And then like while you're kind of looking at that, he's signing again for Stefano, who's like, he says, my skills lie in the whirring of cogs and the mechanics and machinery. The Revelia runs on my creation under Hecna's orders, of course. So, together.
So Hecna told you to make Pinky?
He shakes his head, like.
Oh.
And
I got
then
a
puts on
16
a
on
sad
insight.
face.
Oh.
Goes back to normal.
Do you know who made? Do you know who made Pinky?
Heckna did.
And he kind of goes to this like face, and then it goes back.
Yeah, I assume Hecna, but I want to make sure that it's not like some other.
So with the 16, it's a doll, so it's a little hard to kind of like.
Oh no, this was on
Me.
This was
Oh, it's on
Kate.
Kate. Okay.
Because she has to see the coin
Okay.
or hold the coin.
What does she
Yeah.
get the 16? Like what's your vibe?
Oh, totally just like wants to like really check it out. Kate's giving off like very honest, like, we're here to help you vibes.
Then she will hand it over.
And Kate is going to identify it.
Okay. So real quick, to you asking if Pinky is that he kind of Stefano again is just like he says Hecna probably played a hand in it, but he has lots of helpers that can do very strange things, and he keeps a very close inner circle that could be to blame.
Do you know them? The inner circle? Or are they in that tent that no one's allowed to go into? Tent?
Yes to both.
Oh, you know them.
I stay on. He says. He says I. I stay on their good side.
As you should.
Mutually benefiting.
So you okay. Are they as excited about puzzles as you are?
It kind of like goes like into that face, and he nods his head over to like the children of the corn that had been like that brought them here.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
then he pats them on the head, and they're just like, hee 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 hee, and run off.
Tay, with the identify, did I get anything off of that?
So you identify it, and it's not magical. You do kind of notice that there is like a little like, design in it, just kind of like filigree kind of on it, and what looks to be like a little button.
There's a button.
Mm-hmm.
Kate's gonna like hold it back up to the toy maker and be like, "What kind of coin is this?"
Stefano looks up at him, and he's just like, it's a music box of sorts.
Can I press the button? Okay. And she'll press it.
You kind of press it, and the little filigrees kind of like bloom out, and there's like in the little tiny music boxes that you turn, and like there's the little ding 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 dings that hit the little ridges. It's kind of like that, and like as it opens, you see these little metal bits kind of just like fling up and hit different parts of the filigree that you see on the inside is like different parts of metal. So it's like ding 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 ding, like it makes a little noise as it blooms open, and then it blooms closed, and it does it in reverse.
Would I recognize the song?
Do for me just like a history.
23.
Oofing. It does sound familiar. Pinky at a time like kind of when she was, I mean, and even still now, honestly, but now it's a little different vibe. She was very much like into music. She maybe had a little bard in her for a little bit there. It was not great by any means, but it was very much a like nervous tick kind of thing. She had like a little what are like the little tiny harps?
Harpsichord?
Yeah, that she did, and just to kind of do this repetitive thing as she would like just as a stress tick.
Well, should we go give it to her then? See what
Yeah,
happens?
let's go find Pinky. Toymaker, where can we find you again? You want us to report back her response. Like, how do we get a hold of you?
Stefano looks up. Then come by the souvenir shop. He'll see you.
What's your name? Is it Toymaker or like what's your name? Toymaker? Okay.
I'll come back
Just
and
kinda-
visit.
Salutes with like 4 hands.
I forgot the guy's name again. Not the toy maker.
Locke.
Locke.
The bird.
Locke. Thank you.
Oh.
I was like, Lucas? That's not right.
Yeah.
I tell, I almost said Lucas again. I tell Locke, I'll come by and visit more.
Please do.
Or at least leave notes under your tent, if I can.
That would be wonderful. I am the only people I see anymore. Kids, actual customers. Boring. Conrad comes sometimes. He's almost as big of a blowhard as Sean, but at least he's nice enough. But anyway, good luck. Come back if you want more tickets. I have more jobs to do. Seems like you have your hands full currently. And the toy maker kind of like turns around, and Stefano's like, "Oh, he says to make sure, or to sweeten the pot, tell him what you learn, and he will give you tickets. if that helps.
That does help.
That does. We're just collecting tickets left and right.
As his like little squeaky legs walk off.
I like him. He's cool.
So, T-Free, do you have an idea of where Pinky is? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I watch from a distance usually. But yeah.
So we go, we kidnap her, we bring her somewhere,
I don't think we can
and then we
kidnap
do the
her.
deed.
I think we just give her the coin and like
Oh.
Play it.
maybe in a shady place, like or a shadowy place.
I mean,
But
I would love
I don't think
just, like, go
Heckna will let
tackle
us.
her.
I don't think Heckna will let us take her. But if you
What
want
if
to
I
run,
make it fun? What if I make it fun? Like
He-
by stealing her off the unicycle.
if you want to run point and make sure no one comes to take her or us, because if we piss off Heckna, he has a thing of like, I don't know, taking people. That would be pretty solid.
I can do that. Let's go.
All right, y'all head off.
Italy's been standing around too long. Let's
Y'all head off, and Zifa kind of leads y'all to near the Midway area. That's usually where Pinky is, riding around on her unicycle, juggling, hanging out.
The entire time I am like tour guiding
Mm-hmm.
so that if any Heckna posters look at me, I'm like, and over here, if you want, is where we can see the cotton candy.
Italy again gets distracted by the Midway games, and has to be led back to the job.
You're walking, and someone's like, "Step on up, step on up. Who's gonna out hit Heckna? Hit me, Heckna." And you're like, they're like, "No, come on."
Italy's just like, but I can do it.
You look like someone that would love. Pop goes the clown, and you're like, yeah. Still pulling.
I would, yeah.
But you'll go, and then you're kind of in the middle of the Midway area. There are lots of people kind of playing games, mulling around, eating concessions and whatnot. And you see Pinky kind of doing circles in the middle on her unicycle, doing some juggling, and like just kind of humming and singing a little song. It's like, Heckna's so great, Heckna's wonderful, don't we love the Revelia, Raleigh Revelia? It's not great, but like it's something.
Before we get into Pinky's thing, can we take a break?
Yes.
Use the restroom.
I would also like to do that. I was going to bring that up too. So yeah, we're going
Okay.
to take a quick 10 minutes or so to go bio and whatnot. And then we'll be back to see what is of Pinky.
We're going to save Pinky.
Gonna save some Pinky. Okay, we'll be back. And we're back. Woo. Okay, we left off. I've gotten to the Midway, tempted by fun games. But you see Pinky riding her unicycle, juggling, singing a little tune. What y'all doing?
I just in like a outside of game thing. I can distract. So interesting.
I can bust some heads if they come running.
Let's not bust heads. That will draw lots of attention.
Right.
Kate will just kind of like lift up her like viol. I think it's a viol, but just like lift up her instrument.
Place the song, Kate.
Get her over here.
Okay. And then Kate's gonna fucking bust it down.
Yes. Damn.
Let's go.
She's gonna kind of like hear Pinky's song that she's doing right now, and kind of like skip over and kind of like vibe with it, and join in and really get like a foot stomping kind of vibe going, because I want to like bring in the crowd and really basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get her to move over to where the rest of the group is, but then I can take on the show myself.
Okay.
Kind of like a little switcheroo type deal. So get the people involved, get them all excited, swap her out, put me in, and then just kind of go.
I will bodyguard for Kate. If anyone comes for Kate in a negative way, that is not happening on my watch.
Okay. So yeah, you start to play, and Pinky just looks over at you, and her eyes get all big, and she just says like, because y'all have already done your fun little dancing jigs and singing together earlier. So she kind of like rolls over and starts singing in tune and everything, and she is like fully enraptured with you playing and like seeing her friends and whatever, and it's just kind of like do.
I wave her over with my big tall, and then the wingspan even taller. Like, hey Pinky, how's it going? Come over here, hang out. Come say hi.
I kind of like comes over and she's like, hi. Oh, are y'all all friends now?
Yeah. Hi, Pinky.
Hi. Have y'all come to play games?
We wanted to give you a gift.
Oh my god, I get 2 gifts today? They brought me a popsicle earlier.
Well, that's exciting. You love popsicles.
Popsicles. They're the best.
Do we need to start playing the thing or just hand the coin?
So kind of whichever you want. You just said give her the coin.
Okay. I will hand the coin over.
Okay.
To her.
You hand the coin over, and she's like, oh, how pretty. What is this? And you... Oh, go ahead. What?
I wasn't going to say anything.
Okay. And she takes it, and she's like, oh, how... And you just see, like, smile, drops. Kind of gone as she, like, pushes the button on it. And you can see that, like, under the makeup, because, I mean, it's kind of running, she probably puts this, like, clown makeup on, like, once every couple of weeks, maybe. It's pretty worn. You can see a little bit of, like, her skin kind of through it, that, like, you can see it almost turn green, like that color drained, like, sick look. And her breath gets like really shaky as it's now like kind of playing, and she's looking at it, and she's kind of breathing, and she kind of like stumbles off of her like unicycle and lets it just like hit the ground, and she's just standing there, and you just hear like under her breath like kind of muttering various phrases. She's just like hold on, I gotta read it because it's got gobbledygook in it. She goes, Finger Smurg, Yamug. Finger Smurg, ha Yamug. Pinky, all aboard. Von Revelia, Finger Smug, all over. Handy helpers, sunk in a wood, steam and fire. Happy Heckna, happy healing, happy helpers. And she's just like more and more like panicked breathing. And then she's like, let's see what else. Bits and bobs, nooks and crannies, and eyes, and Jorka Ringo, and Corker, and eyes, and hi.
Hey. Here, let me help you back on your unicycle.
You see, like, she kind of like goes to like allow your help, and she's kind of gripping on the seat of it as she, starts to kind of gather up, and like you can feel like she's gripping onto you pretty tightly, but you can see like the leather of the seat is like cracking, like she's puncturing through with how tight she's gripping it. And then she just drops to the floor and just screams like
Fuck.
blood curdling, long scream.
Kate was definitely trying to play so loud and like really trying to like make a big scene from that. So if there's any way that what she's doing has like drawn enough attention away.
Do a performance check. It's gotta be a real good check. Because she's screaming and you see that she is like clawing at her face, not like scratching, but like rubbing the makeup off. Like just kind of like and just screaming.
20, non-natural.
I mean, I would say on the far end of the Midway, people are probably entertained, but it is a ripple effect of people kind of starting to notice this. And I would say even you see now over on kind of your end as this like ripple's coming, Sean and a couple of his bros that were at the tent kind of start like looking over and meandering. And you start to notice more people paying attention, not in a like, oh God, what's that kind of way, but as a like moving in kind of way.
Can I quickly cover her, pull off the wrap that I have and cover her and like try to get her up in a way?
Yeah. Go ahead and do maybe just like an athletics kind of to like, because she's like in a fit currently and is not like gonna go easily, so I will contest.
Can I do acrobatics?
Sure. Make that work. It'll be like grapples.
11. Hold on. Do I have anything? Hold on.
She got a 22.
Mm-hmm.
As she's doing that, and you can see that she's like ripped the seat off of her tricycle or unicycle. What? They're a very obvious difference, and I still call them the wrong things. She's like ripped the seat off of it, and you see now that as she's like wiping that off, and she's like ripped the like rubber part of the wheel off as well, and this what was just like a little unicycle wheel now is kind of it's long, and it's got the wagon kind of spokes you can still see, but it almost looks like a serrated kind of edge, like a gear around the edge that the plastic is now gone from, and you can see, or the rubber is gone from, and you can see. And she kind of stands up, kind of holding it like a pole arm. And like her face is like all the makeup's pretty much gone now. You notice she still does have the clown nose on. And Zephyr, you definitely notice with your just passive perception in general watching it that it kind of moves a little bit, wiggles a little bit. But like, so she still has the nose, her teeth are still like permanently in those like kind of spikes, but like the makeup is like rubbed off and she looks like Pinky had looked. And yeah, this thing kind of has almost these ancient looking like painted in gold and purples kind of symbols around where the like serrated kind of edge was. And she just like looks and sees the people staring at her, not y'all, like it's definitely 100% not geared towards any of y'all. Like she's looking at these like people kind of coming in, the other like very obviously far gone clowned individuals. And then she like looks at one of the posters of Hecna and like that's kind of close. She just is like still breathing heavy and she's just like, laugh this one off, you pathetic fucking parasite. And she just like starts slamming her polearm into this poster, like ripping it to shreds. And you see that all of like Sean's guys and her start like poof, moving in. Let's all roll initiative real quick. But what were you gonna say, Kipling?
Get her out of here.
I tried. She's really strong right now.
I got a 10, Tay.
Okay. Oh yeah, I need paper.
I got a 17.
Yeah, I'm gonna just roll up the dice real quick because I don't want to open up all those different character sheets. Oof, man, Pinky's on fucking fire. She got a 20.
Nice.
What did you get, Kate? And Z-Free?
I got a 8.
Okay.
I got an 18.
Okay. So, if you will all direct yourselves to roll 20 as I change this map, and then as I transition our stream. I will first, I just kind of threw things on there just to get it on there. Move yourselves wherever y'all would have liked to have been. Currently, ignore all the people currently. Sean and these guys were still down here. That's kind of where they were coming from. And these guys were just coming from the random far sides.
I would be directly next to Pinky. So if Pinky is there, that's where I'll be.
We'll say probably maybe if y'all were trying to get her a little off the rail and she's hit a thing, maybe here-ish.
Okay.
It's wherever y'all would have distracted and pulled her to, you know. And then Kate, you are wherever you were trying to distract yourselves. You should
where would
all be able to move your characters. Let me know if you can't.
Where do you think the biggest like crowd area would have been?
I would probably say on that end there, kind of where Sean and his buddies are, because there's like the big dunk tank that's like always fun to watch, and there's like a it's kind of near some of the animals and stuff that they keep too. So
Okay.
it's got more to see, and the games are just like you sit and play a game, you know.
Okay.
Okay. So Pinky is up first. Let me real quick. Oh, she has so much. I think she's just in such a freaking like rage after she's kind of ripped that down. She's gonna turn around and just see like, you know, she's from here, you're from here. You know, these guys are jawbreakers. They are literally just around to break jaws. They all are wearing various different colorful outfits. Maybe not even in just color, but in like flounciness. Carrying, some have bats with spikes, some have literal candy jawbreakers on a stick, you know, like it's a hot mess. And I would say she's just gonna see the first one and just rush at it and hit with her unicycle. That thing. It's just called short sword in here. 15. Oh, hold on. I have to open up. Don't look, everybody. Is going to hit, and so she does deal 9 damage to this guy in front of her. Then it will go to Zephyr.
I will follow. Shit.
Sorry, that wasn't at you. That wasn't it.
No.
It was a Blair. I'm sorry, Blair. Are you okay?
Do I see Heckna posters anywhere else?
Yeah, they're like in every booth, at every game. This is the Midway. This is the place to be.
I'm going to assume posters have already seen me here, so it's a little too late for that. So she'll just run up, take a deep breath, and then swing her claws at them.
Yes.
So she will do. Her unarmed strike and her claws are the same attacks, so same damage, just slashing. Does a 12 hit?
12 does not.
I will flurry of blows.
She's a monk, y'all.
I'm a monk. And
okay,
that's not. Do I get advantage? Can I flank?
Totally.
Sure.
Like,
okay, so
I'll
that's
even
the
be
first...
like, oh, she ran here.
Fantastic. Okay, so that misses. This is so many rolls. 18!
18 hits. There you go. Go ahead and roll your damage on that one. Okay.
Or bludgeoning damage, and I'm going to do a key point to do stunning strike.
Okay. And
oh wait, I don't think I have that yet. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm used to playing a level 15 monk, so.
Okay, then I moved it over here. That's Med.
Okay. Ooh, buddy. I am going to bless who's around me. I'm gonna bless, I guess, myself, Kate, and Kithaly.
What does that do again?
Bless gives you guys you can roll an extra d4 and add the number to the roll to attack or at a saving throw. And then is that all I can do, or can I also attack or move to attack?
Yeah, you can move, because was Bless an action or is Bless a bonus action spell?
Ooh, it's a cantrip.
Action.
It's an action though. Yeah, so if you have anything bonus action you can do, but movement also as well.
How would I know if it's bonus action?
On one of the tabs, it'll have like action, reaction, bonus action. If you want to look there, it should say it somewhere on like the spells and stuff too, but they're less obvious.
Okay. So it would be a bonus action?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I will just I'll get my quarter staff. I'll get my quarter staff ready.
Awesome. Okay. Then we have Sean, who is gonna walk up to Kithaly.
Hey, buddy.
Are you with those two over there?
No, I'm just here for a good time. You want to have a good time? She's like pulling out her sword and shield and like banging on the shield in time to Kate's music.
Yes.
Like
he's like looks at you confused because like he wasn't gonna jump you if you weren't with Zephyr and Pinky, but now he's like, yeah,
I'm just here for a good time.
I'm here for
Let's
a good
go.
time. I'm here for a better time than you are. And like he will attack.
Let's give him a show then.
Yeah. I mean, that's what this is about, is
Having fun.
Having fun. The bright kind of
Yep. Two dumbasses just fighting.
Yeah, he's going to. Oh gosh. Oh god. Okay. He's going to kind of look back at his boys backing him up. And he's like, "Yeah, we are here to have a good time. Right, boys?" And he's going to like bump up his clique. And you see all of them just like kind of crack their knuckles and grab their weapons, and like they're looking like really really tough, like really strong, like maybe an extra D4 worth of strong sometimes, you know. They're feeling good. As then he's going to smack you in the face with his mace. Mace to the face.
18.
Okay, first one. 13 misses.
Bam.
Flips it around, goes to hit again. Wow, really bad that time. 6.
Bam.
He's just like, meh. Why, yada. He looks real grumpy about it. And it's your turn, Kifley.
Awesome. Kate, keep playing. Well, I kick his ass. I will attack with my sword. After, and I will throw a smite on him when I find my actions.
Okay. You're right down.
Oh, I guess I call it after I hit.
You got bless on Med, Kate, and Kifley.
On sword. Let me add. So it's 16. Let me add my bless, unless it hits.
16 does hit.
Well, my bless anyway, because I get to.
Hell yeah.
17.
Okay, that hits.
And so my normal damage. Is 4.
Okay.
But then. Where did it go? Sorry. Oh, inspiring smite. I will channel divinity and smite this fucker. So it's 2d8. Wait. Well, I'm
as
so
a
sorry.
part of that last attack, right? Isn't that how smites work? It's been so long since I've played with someone playing a paladin.
Yeah, sorry. It's the first time I've played paladin. When you hit with a melee attack, you can expend 1 spell slot to deal 2d8 radiant damage to the target.
Okay.
And then there's pluses. Is he undead?
You'll find out when you hit him.
It's just okay. Well,
unless you want to like use a thing, but he doesn't look like he's not obviously undead. But Laird's not.
I get an extra D8 if he is undead.
Okay.
So
no,
I'll roll the first. Okay. So that's an additional 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And sorry.
For reference, y'all, your bless lasts for a minute. So what's 6 rounds?
Oh, cool.
10 rounds.
10 rounds. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's right. Each round is 6 seconds.
Unless you lose concentration, I believe.
That's true. Yeah, it is concentration based.
Okay, so as part of the Divine Smite feature, I channel divinity and can distribute temporary hit points to creatures of my choice within 30 feet, including myself. So the total number of temporary hit points is equal to 2d8 plus 3. Nice. So I am going to use that feature for myself because I am down hit points. Because I just keep getting the shit kicked out of me. So that's 14 temp HP for me.
Nice. Okay. Then Kate.
Oh, let's go. So, Kate's gonna kind of do like a roll, kind of like, so she's dancing and playing, and she's gonna kind of like roll around like Kithley's like back and kind of move to here and just say like, here, let me help you a little bit. And at second level, she's gonna cast Bane on she's gonna cast Bane on these three and this guy over here.
Nice. Okay. And what does that mean?
Up to, well, the creatures, 4 creatures of my choice that you can see within range must make charisma saving throws. Whenever a target fails the saving throw, am I missing? I feel like I'm
It's the
missing.
opposite of bless. So if they fail the charisma saving throw, they get minus a d4 on anything they do. Or on their attacks, I think.
Okay.
Nice.
So first up, we'll just do Sean. Make it easy. 14. The guy behind him gets an 18. The guy off to the side gets a 20. And then the far off guy gets a 13.
So my charisma is 13. So only one of the
Defender.
No, I think they all failed.
Yeah.
Or all succeeded.
Yeah, tie goes to the defender.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Damn. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I won't help.
You did help. You cheered me up. You got me going.
Yeah. Okay. So is that it? Do you want to do any other movement or bonus action thing?
No.
Bardic
Be
Inspiration.
close to me.
Oh, Bardic Inspiration. I'll give I'll give Kithley a Bardic Inspiration.
Then it goes to the Jawbreakers. I'll start down at the bottom. This guy's gonna try and wallop Pinky in the back of the head. -12 for the first hit and 9 for the second hit. Neither of them hit Pinky. These guys can't hit shit. The other guy is gonna hit the cat. First one is an 8. Next one's a 13.
Oh.
They can charisma save their ass off, but they can't hit nobody. So Med still hasn't super made themselves an obvious threat, so this guy's coming up to Kate. And is going to try and mace you in the back of the head with a 10 and 15. Does 15 hit Kate?
The 15 does, yeah.
Okay, 6 bludgeoning damage to Kate.
I block it with my reaction.
Alex and they're
Just
playing
like
and
slides back and then shield up to protect her.
Guy just like growls at you.
Yeah, I have protection as my fighting style, so
yeah.
If you're in 5 feet of me, I can use my reaction. Oh, it's to impose a disadvantage, not a total.
Oh, okay. I'll roll again, which is a 9. So yeah, that avoided that hit. Then Sean is gonna try and take advantage of you being distracted and hit you. 24, finally.
Oh,
Good roll. That's 10 bludgeoning. And then he's going to try and hit you again with a 14, which does
14 misses.
This guy's going to come down to Kate as well. 16, and then a 22, so that's going to be 17 total.
Damage?
Yeah, between the 2 hits.
Okay.
And then this guy's going to come up to Kithley. 16 and then 6, which that's in red, so I think that's a nat 1, so he definitely doesn't hit. We'll say like he goes to like swing and he's got the big Jawbreaker, but it's like a very tiny stick, and it's like very much the science doesn't feel right, and it just goes bloop 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 out of his hand and like hits his other buddy on the other side of Kate, and he's like, oh shit.
Can I just, because I'm like learning my shit, Can I cutting words one of those attacks that were on me?
Yeah, can you? Is that a thing you can do after you know?
Oh, maybe I can't after I know. Well, as a reaction, when a creature you see within 60 feet makes an attack roll, ability check, or damage roll, you can use one bardic inspiration, roll the die, and subtract that number from the creature's roll. So I think I can know.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like because
Yeah.
damage was one of them. So
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
just do it on the last, or I don't even know which ones hit you anymore.
It was a
It's a
22, the 22 and the 16.
Okay. What is your die? Bardic inspo.
D6. So I'm gonna roll a D6.
Oh, I
Or are
rolled and
you
I got a
rolling it?
6, so let's
Okay,
we'll take
we'll
it.
keep that. We'll keep that.
21, 20, 19, 18, 7. Or well, we'll do it. We'll be nice and do it on the 16 because that was like the first hit up in your face, which would make it a 10. So the 7 damage can go away. Did you say it subtracts from its roll, or does it subtract from the damage?
It can be either. Right?
I think it subtracts from the roll to make it miss.
I think it's the roll to hit.
Okay.
So it would make it a 10 to hit, which is a miss.
It might be either one, but you would.
It says either one: attack roll, ability check, or a damage roll.
but if you can make the attack miss,
Then sure.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that
take
works
away, or like you get that 7 health back.
Wee!
So only the second hurty one hit.
Thanks, all you people that know how to play this game.
we're all learning.
Yeah,
We're
this
all
is only
learning.
like our second combat, and the last one was like 3 months ago. So
That's true. That was like so long ago. We never do combat here.
okay. Then it goes back up to Pinky, who is just still wailing on this guy, like screaming bloody murder, so many curses, gobbledygook out the ass, random phrases. It's a mess. Let me see. Actually, she's gonna do this instead. She's gonna cast Pie Strike. It's a fun little cantrip, and I love this. Let me show y'all. Show to players. Show to everyone. Look at the animated spell card.
It's adorable.
That's cool. I love
that. Anyway, so this spell, you conjure an acid cream pie in your free hand, which you immediately use to make a melee spell attack against a creature you can reach. On a successful hit, they take 1d6 acid damage and is blinded until the start of their next turn. So, let me make a ranged spell attack, and it's actually gonna be where is it? It's actually gonna be 2d6 for her. So, just like a ranged spell attack on here. Why didn't it just do that for me? Let me just roll a d20. That's a 19. That's gonna hit. And this guy is currently going to be we'll put that little closed eye thing. He is blinded as she just smacks him in the face with this pie, and just you can see like the makeup and stuff just immediately starts to melt off his face, and then like little bits of his face are starting to kind of like, you can see the acid burn setting in, and she's just laughing as she's doing it. It's horrifying. And that goes to you, Zefree. And he's blinded, so he will have disadvantage on everything.
I want to try something different.
Do it.
I see string lights.
Mm-hmm.
I want to rip the string lights down and tell Pinky to jump as I try to swipe them underneath both of the two guys and try to trip them up.
Abso-fucking-lutely. So yeah, easy enough. You're a freaking monk and a cat. You can jump and pull. No problem. Go ahead and do like maybe a melee. What are whips usually? Like melee, right? Those are considered melee spell attack or melee attacks.
I mean, you can just do an unarmed strike, which is +4.
Yeah, that works too. And then I'll have the one blinded guy is just gonna go down. He can't see what's coming for him. The other guy I'll have him do just like just do your
I don't think I have advantage on it. So an 8 misses on this not blinded person.
Okay, yeah, so then he stays up, but the poor blinded guy is now also prone and can't see what's happening.
Would I be able to use a flurry of blows after that?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I get advantage
Yep,
because he's
ground.
prone. Where the heck is the button to just give me advantage so I can stop? Roll with advantage. Shift left. Okay. 19 for the first hit,
Yep, that hits.
and that does 4 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and 8 for the second hit, which will miss.
Acid damage. Okay. So then everyone wants to see me do math in my head. It's been so long since I've had to do math in my head. Okay. So yeah, this poor guy is down. He is also screaming curses and gobbledygook. Zephyr, you understand it. It's just a lot of like, what's happening? Ow, oh my god, Sean, help me. A mess. And then the guy behind him's like, don't be a baby, it's fine, get up. As he's
I tell Pinky, get the one behind you.
turns around, like ready to go. Med.
Kithily. How is Kithily looking?
Kivley had some temp hit points that just got burned through. And then I'm about 10 points down.
Is that a lot?
Outside of that, I'm about at half.
Okay. Okay. I am going to what's my range on this? I'm gonna do a cure wounds. Oh, I gotta touch you. All right, I'm gonna come get you.
Come get me.
So I'm going to do a cure wounds. How do I do 1d8? Okay. What did I just? Oh, there we go. Okay. You get 11 points back.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then I've been reading up on this bonus action. I'm going to now correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to do a cast spiritual weapon, right? Because it's listed under bonus actions. Maybe it just means attack if it's already out.
I think you can do it as a bonus action, but since Cure Wounds and it are both spells, you can't do those on the same turn. You can only do one spell per turn.
Oh, okay.
Also, I think Bless is concentration and spiritual weapon is concentration. So you would have to.
So one would end.
Spiritual weapon is concentration. I think it's kind of a freebie.
It's not a concentration.
Oh, then never mind. I've been wrong all night. So
it makes sense to be, but it's like the freebie for clerics, so they can have some damage dealing.
So then so for bonus action, it says actions in combat 2-weapon fighting. What does that mean? Like if I have 2 weapons?
Yeah, if you had 2 weapons, you could attack with one, and then as your bonus action, you could attack with the other, but it would be without the bonuses, because it's like your offhand.
Okay, so I don't have any 2-handed weapons. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm getting the most out of this that I can.
Yeah.
And it sounds like
there's... next time attack and then bonus action spiritual weapon, because then it wouldn't be like 2 spells.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then I will, I guess, get a sort of defensive stance since now I'm closer to these guys.
Yeah, you're starting to
Um, yeah, and I was
level
like,
up.
yeah. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Uh, Sean's just like, gotten knocked around a little bit. It's got a little like blood coming out the corner of his mouth, and he's just like smiling at you. And he's just gonna go in and try to 2 more times with this mace. The first one is a 10. The
Nope.
second one is a 16.
Nope.
Damn armored. That's why his goddamn armor. Ah!
Tiffany also screams, but just like not screams, roars in just excitement. She's just having fun, having a good time.
It just
It
makes
should
him
be
more
the three
angry.
of you against me. Don't hit Kate. Don't hit Kate. Just the three of you on me.
All right, it's your turn.
I attack Sean.
Okay.
What is this game? 16 again, plus
Uh-huh.
bless.
16. Cool. Yep, that hits.
Awesome. 7 points of damage, and I'm gonna smite his ass again.
Do it.
Those were D10s, not D8s. Don't count that. Sorry.
I also don't have D&D Beyond up because I have so many tabs open. So just let me know what y'all are rolling.
Gotcha. That's 9 points of damage. Damage.
I'm gonna hurt him. It's not feeling great.
Are we having fun yet?
So much fun. You can tell like he's still like trying to like fake the smile, fake the fun.
Oh,
He's
but
like,
Kate not faking anything.
yeah. He's like trying to match your energy, but like his eyes starting to swell up and his teeth are all bloodied. He's like 3rd round in a UFC fight, not looking good.
Yeah. So the one that attacked Kate, she's like, "You're next."
He's a little scared, looks at the boss. Kate.
Kate, the one that hit her is the one in front of her, right?
One in front of you and the one behind you both have hit at you. But the one that actually did the damage is the one right in front of you. Okay. Next to Sean.
So she's gonna like get hit and then like kind of just take her little like the bow of her instrument, just be like, well, that hurt, and then just kind of like go to like stab him in front. Let's stabby stab. Yeah. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh no, wait, sorry, that was the wrong one, but it's still the same thing. It was supposed to be my rapier. Fuck. It's an 8. It doesn't do it.
You still have bless.
I was gonna say, did you add your D4?
I do still have bless. No, God. Wow. 1. It's a 9.
No, not gonna hit.
I swear to God, D&D hates me. I cannot play this game. I cannot. My previous character was like this too, and it drives me insane.
Could you give Casey back his dice, please?
No, it's the spellcasting curse on Blair.
That wasn't even a spellcasting.
When you roll, well, yeah, but I mean it's a spellcasting class. Because when you've like done like damage dealers, when you've done like cyberpunk, she can fucking wreck shit. But as soon as spells are involved, the dice hate. The Jawbreakers are going to go again. The one that is getting stabbed at by Kate is still gonna hit at Kate, but the other one's gonna slide over to Med now. So let me roll the Kate ones first. That's a 9. That's an 8. What is happening? The Med attack is a 14 and a 14.
Those hit.
Oh, they do? Oh my God, what is your armor?
13.
Roll disadvantage on one of those.
Okay. We'll do it on the second one. Or where's my thing? Okay. Boom. 12. So the second one misses. You take 8 bludgeoning. Then
Oh, that shield back there. Bam.
we got 2 attacks, 2 people attacking at one because Sean got his own turn. So one more attacking at Kithily. One of them did it. One of them did it for a lot of damage. I'm sorry. 13.
Okay.
And then we go over to the other side of the map. Pinky has turned and is smiling at this one who is going to hit at her in the face. Ooh, with a 20 and with a 9, but does deal 11 damage to Pinky. The one on the ground is just flailing at disadvantage in the general direction of poor Z-Free, just knowing that, you know, there was someone there at one point in time. Wow, still got a 17 on the first one, but then a 13 on the second one. Oh, you're muted, I think.
First one will hit.
Okay, so he hits your ankle with the first one, and then you're able to kind of jump over the second one as he's just like in general. But stays on the ground because he can't see anything and doesn't want to get the air knocked out of him again. Okay, then it goes back up to Pinky. Who, let's see. She has so many things that she can do. And Zephyr, you know, like I said, she was kind of bardy. She has magic, she has things, but I think she's very much more interested in taking out her rage physically. You know, whether it's a pie to the face or just beating the shit out of people. And so I think she's gonna try and pie this other guy in the face and blind him as well.
Mm-hmm.
So let me roll that real quick. Yeah, it's another 19.
Nice.
Same dang thing. So this guy is also blinded and face is burning. And then she's just gonna look back at you, and it's like you can see, like, you know, she's still breathing heavy and like a little crazed, but it's not that like blank, awkward like stare, you know, it's there's meaning behind everything she's doing, and she looks at you like, we're doing this, you know, like with knowing.
She is very happy. Also terrified, but very happy.
Yeah. And it is your turn.
So the dunk tank.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are there actual tentacles in there?
Currently, no.
Damn it.
Do you know that there are things in there? Yes. But you can't see. It's like dark, deep blue, black water.
Okay.
You don't actively see them sticking out.
So I think they have, or Pinky has this right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try to run over and grab one of the tent toppers and pull or confuse Sean and the guy next to him, and like push them as I'm not trying to use strength here. I'm trying to like trip them up and push them towards the tank.
Ooh, okay. Go ahead and do just another unarmed attack for you. As you
I have
kind of
14.
run and you pull this. I mean, because they're just tents, you know.
14?
So you're able to like pull this tent kind of top off of it where there's like a halfling clown sitting there, and it's like the like the game where it's a bunch of little like fake uh goldfish with like magnets, and then you have the like stick with magnet, you gotta catch them and then you get a prize. It's like that, but it's like actual piranhas like biting on things.
I just go, sorry.
Yeah, he kind of like falls and like one's on his hand. He's like, ah, as you pull the tent down, and you're able to kind of like get a mess on the ground, but like currently they're so focused in, it's not like pulling them off. I would say it would be very easy with another action to maybe like push them or wrap it or do something, but in this first thing, you're just kind of pulling down the tent.
I will go, there's a dunk tank. Pull them. Like, I'll point to the dunk tank and mouth that to hopefully somebody who is stronger than me will take the hint.
Okay.
And then grab a piranha, a bowl of the piranhas to throw at somebody later.
Yes. All right. Med. What would you like to do?
I would like to take flight. So just kind of whoot, jump up, and claw, like use my talons, against see if I can ping this guy, because that's the guy that hit me, right? Yeah. So I am going to try and claw his face.
Okay.
Let's see if this works. Oh, and then let me do a D4. All right. What did all that show? Oh gosh. Oh my god. Okay. I don't remember what my unarmed strike was. 9?
If it's in D20 or Roll20, you can look. There should be a button to click.
I did
to
it in
see.
D&D Beyond, of course. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there should be a button to see.
Yeah. Okay.
It was 13 to hit plus 1.
13. Okay, so 14?
13, 12, 14 misses.
Dang it. Okay. And then now I'm going to do my spiritual weapon.
There we go.
That's a bonus action.
And that does get an attack on the first
Yes.
round of summoned.
It does. Okay. Awesome. So do that. I'm same guy.
Okay.
And then I'll do my D4 against, that's 14 plus 17.
That hits.
Yes. All right. 12 damage.
Oof. Ouch.
Nice.
That's good. God, I love clerics. Okay. Anything else?
I think I'm out of everything. Unless I can move back.
Yeah,
5
yeah.
feet.
Like if you've just gone up, you've only used like
Oh,
5
it's right,
feet
I'm
of your
flying.
movement, so you can kind of go wherever.
Okay. Since I'm flying, T-Free, who are you trying to push? Who did you cover with the?
Sean and the guy next to him.
Okay. Okay, I am going to fly. If I'm flying still, does that give flanking advantage?
Yeah, I could say
Or
you
do I
can,
have
kind of drop down low enough that like if he
Okay.
backs up, he's still going to be right under you,
Okay.
And if he backs up, he's going to plop into this tent. Like
That's
lose
true.
balance,
And
so.
I'm gonna yell for Kithily to push him in the tank, kind of echoing what T-Free was saying. And I think that's it.
Okay. Sean's just like focused, super focused on Kithily, not paying attention to what's going on because he's just like, why can't I hit her? And is going to attempt to do it again because he a one-trick pony, y'all. He hit, but like, okay. Oh, I still have disadvantage on. Fuck. Normal. Let's roll again. 11. It's in. Can't hit for shit. Oh, Kithily, it is your turn.
Sean. buddy.
It's been a long time since I've had to fight anybody. Normally people are just scared by my presence. Oh, shit.
This is why I need to be on your team, Sean.
Yeah, look, if you don't kill me, like, you win. This was the trial. Oh.
Are we done here? Like, can you leave now? Like,
He
like-
looks over to like one of
oh,
the
I bull rush him
technoposers.
into the
Yes.
the
All right.
tank.
Do an athletics.
I would love to do an athletics. I think I also have a thing for that. Features and traits.
Oh,
As
God,
a
he got
bonus action,
4.
you can use your channel divinity to augment your athleticism. For the next 10 minutes, you have advantage on strength and dexterity, athletics, and acrobatics.
Hell yeah. Go ahead.
So we'll just do advantage on this roll here. Oh, ow. It hurts. It hurts. I got a 12.
It's okay. He got a 4. So you
I fling him. I just shoulder
Yeah.
him.
you
so
shoulder
hard.
him and he kind of stumbles back a little bit and you just kind of like you don't even have to try that hard after you've kind of knocked him off balance to then just like shove, like push him in the right direction as he kind of stumbles back and like plops over kind of the side of the dunk tank and you just see these like tentacles on either side
Whoa.
and then reach around and grab his foot, fling him upside down and drag him under the water.
Didn't know that was going to happen.
The other
Just
guy
say-
just like
I wave and say hi to the creature.
Kithily looks at
one of
that
the
other
tentacles
jawbreaker
comes
that's in
up
front
and
of
waves back.
the jawbreaker that's in front of Kate,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, "Do you also want to go for a swim?"
He drops his bat. No.
Kithily does a little jig. She's like, "All right, next one."
Definitely don't. Kate, what would you like to do in this moment?
I was muted twice. Is like, are they all looking like they're backing down?
For sure that one right next to you that just saw everything. I think the others are kind of like realizing something has happened, but you know, they were blocked by people and in the mix of stuff.
Kate is going to enhance what just happened.
Okay.
So kind of like with can I kind of like seeing like what happened with like the creature.
Mhm.
I want to use minor illusion to create a sound as if like the creature is like coming out of the tank.
Ooh, yeah, just like a splash and like a
Yeah.
weird
And it sounds like super menacing, like it's like about to like
okay.
Come help us.
Do either a persuasion, a performance, something along those lines.
we'll do performance. Kate'll like react with it too. She'll be like looking at it and be like, oh my god. It's like super influential. Let's go, 25.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
The other guys like kind of stop and they look around to everyone as like Sean pops up for a second, like taking a deep breath, and then a tentacle like pops his head and pushes him back down, and he's like, and they're like, oh, shit, and just kind of like stand there, like not attacking, not doing anything, just kind of like watching and looking at each other. Pinky kind of like runs up and just like shoulder checks this one guy who just like kind of like stumbles to the side, and then she's just like breathing heavy. Sorry. Thanks. They're blind. Maybe forever. I don't know. Oh.
I think we need to go.
You two go.
Okay. Turns around to like kind of like lead the group to walk, and you see just apparate in a poof of like smoke and sparks and glitter and streamers. Hecna standing.
Shit.
Fuck.
Ready? I have to do this. Bloop. As he kind of like I said, apparates in this very fantastical poof of smoke. It's kind of like, you know, people throw the like smoke bombs and disappear, but it's like the opposite, and it's just like super pretty. And you can see Pinky like grip the weapon again, and she's like, you can see the like rage kind of like setting back in, and she's like I told your poster. Laugh this one off, you pathetic piece of, and she goes to hit. And just before it connects, Hecna claps his hands together. And the very ground under you and the air around you feels to like twist and tear. And Pinky's weapon just goes flying high up in the air and disappears into the crowd as all of you get caught up in this whirlwind of magic and feel yourself just like breath gone and are whisked away. And then rush of air, the loud roar in your head, and there's kind of that like high-pitched ring, and then all of a sudden you boom, and feel the ground again. You know, a couple of you kind of like stumble and maybe hit the ground. And you are frozen in a cavernous, windowless room. You can see below you a teleportation circle. The air is cold, but the scent is like sour and kind of foul smelling. Several vats of substances that resemble blood, wax, bile, gurgle and burp, releasing bubbles with these like noxious fumes into the air. Like you can just taste the acidity. Med, especially since he likes tasting the air, you can taste that like acidity. A huge shelving unit kind of covers the entire wall that's laden with books and tools and beakers and vials and jars with small organic creatures at various stages of preservation. And all this scientific apparatus. In front of the shelves is a long wooden workbench stained with blood and opaque wax of various skin tones, greens, pinks, browns. A large machine makes the room shudder and quake as wax figures molded after creatures of different shapes, sizes, humans, dwarves, elves, orcs, and more, are hung on hooks around the laboratory. At one bench is a human woman, her lab coat stained with blood and wax. Her red frizzy hair is scraped back from her face by like these round goggles that kind of obscure her eyes. Hecna's hand is on her shoulder, and bunches kind of the material of her coat with like this tight grip. Like you've seen him, cool, collected, performative. His mask is like twisted into this like angry scowl and like these sharp teeth like gritting, and he's kind of like twisting up her jacket in the tightness of his grip. And you see that both of them are focused on Pinky, who is currently hanging upside down over a bubbling pit and is unconscious. At the other bench, you see the toy maker, paused with their hammer, raised up over a half-built body of a marionette with Stefano perched on the edge of the bench. You hear Stefano kind of like speak up. Hecna, I think you have guests? And you see Hecna turns his head kind of to just the general area where y'all are kind of just looking at everything, and that like furious just like snarl on his face kind of softens a little. It's definitely not like, "Hi, how are you?" But it's just like, it softens a little to where it's not pure anger.
I step in front of our group,
Okay.
like protectively.
You see that like about the time that his like demeanor kind of softens a little, that the woman in the lab coat kind of puts her hand on top of Hecna's, on her shoulder. And it's like, "We'll get rid of the rats. Just choose what machine you want me to use on the trader, okay?" And then she looks over at the toy maker. "Get them out of here, please." And he kind of like stands up, and Stefano pops down off the table and walks up to y'all with this like, as much of it's even like as he turns, because he has this big hood, and he kind of like turns his body away from Hecna and the woman, and his little face mask turns to one that's like very pleading, very like concerning. Stefano's like, "Follow us." And kind of starts to with their four hands give you this look like, "Really, follow us, okay?"
Z will have to, like, she is frozen, just staring. And she's like, wants to do something, but also knows that if she does something, she'll be killed. Or worse.
I want to look around on the hooks and stuff. Do I see anyone that looks like a half elf? Or sorry, an elf like Marlo's brother?
Um,
Just a quick, I don't know if it would be a passive.
yeah, just do just a quick perception, and just kind of look around.
Perception or passive?
Go do a
Oh.
perception, since you're like actively
Okay.
trying to kind of look as y'all go out. Just go ahead and do the roll.
That is a glorious 11.
Like I said, there's lots of wax figures kind of hung from hooks everywhere, but they look to be form. Like they're not obviously like a person or something. It's very obviously like bulbousy, really badly molded wax currently. So there's no like people other than Pinky,
Gotcha.
Hecna, and this individual. You don't know.
Kithily is gonna look at her group, her friends. And then like gestures for them to like go or start to go. And kind of like she stands forward and rolls her shoulders back. Can we take her with us?
No. The toy maker's like flips, and it's like this horrified face, and looks over with this like face to Hecna, and like grabs you, and like Stefano's kind of like popped up on his shoulder now, and he's like, "It's not safe to talk in here. I'll tell you something in a minute." Go.
Kidley, when you said her, were you talking about Pinky or were you talking about T-Free?
Oh, I was talking about Pinky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I assumed Pinky, so that was my reaction to Pinky.
Yeah, I figure. I just want to double check.
The toy maker kind of like puts like almost all four arms kind of around Zefree, and it's like trying to like guide, like very soft.
She'll follow, but she's like watching the entire time.
Yeah, I'm also gonna follow and be like, like, guys, come on.
So y'all kind of slowly start to follow. The lab is very cluttered, but there's an exit off to the side. He kind of like leads y'all through. Any last things before y'all kind of hit the exit?
Can I, with my perception, With my passive perception, would I notice any other ways to get into this place
It's
other than the teleportation?
yeah, so you see the teleportation, and there is this exit or this door that y'all are kind of going to. But that seems to be it. Because this very much looks like it is dug out of earth. So whether it is underground or something, like it is a little hideaway.
I'm going to memorize as much as I possibly can on how to get back here.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm gonna take one of the like little bottles that are strewn on the floor, like wax bits that's on the floor, like
yeah, they're so focused on this other stuff, and like the woman's trying to kind of calm Hecna that easily you just like some wax and head out. And Stefano kind of relaying for the toy maker as he kind of leads you out is just like, it seems y'all accidentally got looped into Hecna's teleportation. This is what he does to get his lieutenants around when he feels like he's in danger. It's a very special ability he has. Let's get some fresh air. And y'all walk out and kind of go through this little tunnel that seems to go up a little bit and then a few stairs and then come out into just what looks to be like a little entryway. Like it's not much of anything, and then open another door and it's like a house of mirrors kind of fun house vibe. The big giant round tub that like moves that you have to like walk across, and like the floors that go things that supposedly are fun. I hated those as a kid. I was also clumsy, so why make it harder for me to walk? And he kind of leads y'all out and then opens a circular door, like a hobbit hole door, and kind of gestures, and you see that it's a big slide.
I ask if he has another one of those wooden coins. You saw what happened. She changed. Can you make another one? Okay, so we could try again.
I don't think there's gonna be another time.
You think he's gonna change how he changes her?
I don't know.
Think he's gonna make her like Laird?
Did you know this was going to happen? I need a popsicle. She goes down this thing.
Yeah, Kate will follow down the slide.
Okay. See. Well,
Yeah, I'll go.
the toy maker will come in kind of last, shut the door with one of his extra arms as slides down after. It's a very steep slide. And as you pop out at the end, you see that this whole kind of exit that y'all slid down is Hecna's face. And it's like y'all have come down the tongue. I think it's like that, like a kiss, wavy tongue at the end, and y'all plop out. And you see that you bloop, 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 bloop out, and kind of at the base of the mouth, like, or at the base of the tongue and the mouth, the tunnel that y'all are able to slide down closes as the toy maker goes through. And now it's just a, like, carving, essentially, of Hecna's face.
Oh, the toy maker didn't get out.
No, it was after him. It, like, closed up after he kind of went through.
Okay.
And the toy maker still got like his concerned, like sad face on, and kind of like walks over. And Stefano's like, plus side, maybe. since Hecna brought you here, all of you here, even by accident, you'll now be able to perceive the fun house and the laboratory, which is usually saved for only his trusted. And how now you can just see the whole dysmedium to dysmedium to dysmedium. He like kind of gets a little confused for a second because he can't say it. More to explore.
I'm sorry. Kithley would say to the tabaxi.
Seafree's been quiet and she's been faced away because she's like silently crying right now. It's
Dax is up again. Oh no, it's Owen. I was like, it's Dax up.
You got a 50-50 shot on which child.
I'd say it's fine, but it's not, but there's nothing we could do about it. If he does something to her, though, it just means that I have nothing left to stop myself from trying to kill him.
I don't know a lot about what Pinky's going through. This is like Stefano obviously just like talking himself. But the process Pinky's going through takes time before they completely lose themselves. Toymaker was hoping he could slow down the process with this. So there could be time. Just have to find your way back in, but that's very dangerous. We probably shouldn't talk right here anyway. It's not safe.
As they're walking, she'll just look at the toy maker and say, if he ever mentions me, please give me a heads up if you can. I'll try to lay low.
Sincere face.
Try to lay low still. But all the posters saw what I did.
He kind of like shakes his head, and then, where it kind of dumped y'all out, bloop, 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 was kind of in this dark little hallway. And you see that you walk up, and there's kind of a velvet black curtain with a little singular candelabra kind of placing the end of this tunnel. And he uses his hands and kind of pushes it to the side for each of y'all to walk out. And it takes a moment for you to really be able to adjust to the sights, because you're just in this dark, dingy, gross, horrid place to this dark black hallway. And you feel a strange like weight. I mean, it's the same. So your eyes kind of adjust to the sights, and there's this like strange weight that you kind of feel as you realize there's like music coming from somewhere, like bumping speakers kind of music. And you see now that all along the walls of this room that you've like walked into are these like giant Hecna faces that are speakers. Like, think, Ronald McDonald, like speaker in the mouth kind of thing. And this like loud brassy music kind of pumps out, and there's this just huge room that is like filled with revelers of all types, kind of clustered in groups around roulette tables, card tables. There's like an artificial like gloom that kind of like hangs over the room, and the walls are covered in this like um uh fleur de lis kind of like pattern that is displaying little Hecna faces kind of in this like pattern. The air reeks of like heavy sour perfume. You see, you know, you walk out, there's a couple of people like arguing at this like table. And after everything that's just happened, this like weight that you're feeling from the music and the loud and just the emotions of what's happened, um, almost become unbearable as just like more of the Revelia is like rushing onto you. It's like forcing itself down your freaking throat. And everywhere there are new smells and sounds and sights, and you can only kind of like vaguely perceive earlier. This is like a cluster of so much. And you can feel the Revelia kind of solidifying around you at like dizzying speeds of like, hold on, no. I'm like missing this thing. Oh wait, I skipped a whole chapter or a whole sentence. That's why that didn't make sense. Um, as you kind of like walk through, and then all of a sudden now, you know, you're just already feeling super heavy as the toy makers like pushing you through this like casino area, and then you pass where there's just like these machines kind of like going around and around, whirring past you in like a racetrack of sorts in various shapes and sizes and colors. And there's revelers that are laughing wildly, and you know they're the cars are kind of narrowly missing each other. It's almost like demolition derby more than even like a race at this point. It's so freaking hectic. um and then you walk out and you see like looming over this entire area is the big top. Not been this close to it. It's brighter than ever, and you can hear distant sounds of cheers and whistles emanating from it. The moonlight kind of gleams over a huge blood red anatomical heart at the center of the Ferris wheel. A merry-go-round and more in the distance. The colorful lights of the jamboree twinkle and glow as you find almost a moment of like quiet as you've, you know, the toy maker has been the last one to walk out. The curtains kind of close to the inside of this casino racetrack area, and you can just feel the like drain hit you all. And Stefano just kind of looks up. We'll be in touch if we learn anything. But feel free to come by the souvenir shop, or maybe better yet, tell Locke to send for us.
Okay.
Thank you for at least letting me see her once again alive.
I don't quite know what Sophie will do, but I do hope we have time. And they kind of scurry off into the now darker night. What would y'all like to do as this evening of chaos? Because, and I will say, y'all were fighting and it was more a daytime ordeal. Moon's up. Who knows how long y'all were out of it and frozen.
I need something to eat.
I was gonna say, do we feel hungry? Do we feel tired?
I definitely feel tired. I mean, it's been a while since you've eaten, and I think maybe the adrenaline could be coming down. I shall kind of like look out into this whole new section of the Revelia you've been given access to. Accidentally, but still.
Zephyr is shuffling her cards, like not thinking, and just draws a card. And she just like chuckles under her breath, like, of course. You guys need to be careful. I can't be seen around you. Hekna is aware of you now. This is a dangerous path that you're going down.
Are you not gonna come down this path with us?
If I stay with you, I will be the first to be taken and changed, just like Pinky, and I don't have a chance to save her.
Where will you go?
I have to go back to my job. I have to hide in plain sight with a smile on my face. Feel free to come get another reading one day.
We'll figure something out.
Can you do a reading on Pinky?
I did a reading on the circus, and I just hold up the tower card, and it's all going to hell. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know. But big things are coming, and it's going to be dangerous.
Well, we'll eat danger for lunch and then come back for seconds. So
Enjoy.
we'll keep in touch.
We'll come visit, of course.
Can you, if you get any information, can you give it to Locke and Locke can give it to us?
Yeah.
That way, if you learn something, we can do something.
Yeah.
And you can feel free to give letters to Locke if you want.
Yeah.
I'll still go visit him.
I still want to save Pinky. I still want to do that. And I think we are still going to do that.
Hell yeah.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
She takes a deep breath and she puts the forced smile on her face again. And she's like, it was nice meeting you all. And then she just like turns and walks away. Out of the big top area.
You'll watch Anna walk, and as she passes the big top, a big section of the tent opens up, and you see a orcish looking individual with a couple of the animal amalgamations, because none of them are specifically animals, smaller ones kind of perched on them, and they're kind of like pulling this like giant elephant amalgamation that has like tentacles, like multiple tentacles instead of just one trunk. And as they like kind of pass, you lose sight of Zephyr as she goes, and you kind of breathe for a minute and look out. The Ferris wheel kind of clicks on to life, and the lights starts to spin. You look out, still hearing Pinky scream in your memory, and you can see now the glitz, the glamour of this carnival is gone. You can see the stains on the tent, you see the rips, you see the mud-soaked, streets, you can see the cracked light bulbs. Any illusion that this is a fun, happy place is confirmed 100% incorrect. I'll head to go get food. Hey, we'll see what y'all do in chapter 2.
Whoa.
Oof.
Oof. Bravo.
That was good.
Good job, y'all.
God,
I almost
was
actually
good.
cried.
Oh, damn.
I'm like,
Nikki, thanks so much.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's
That's
so
fantastic.
fun having a whole nother voice to just lend to poor Peaky's torment and get us
Yes.
into the next
Aw.
section. All the curtains have fallen. Y'all know.
You need me again, let me know.
Oh my
Hell
god, we
yeah.
need you
Lauren.
again.
Hell yeah.
I never knew I needed a monk cat in my life.
And now here we
Yes.
are.
I know.
Yeah, she's it's weird because she's like a lower level and I'm used to level 15, and she's a Way of Mercy monk, which is like helpful but also hurtful. And I'm so used to just like punch. It's very confusing. She's very confused.
But
Awesome.
I love it. Thanks for coming, Nikki. Tell people where we can find you again. And all your fun ventures.
There's quite a few. You can find me over on Twitter at Beholder to No One, where you'll actually see everything that I'm doing because I announce it all there. You can also find me on you can find me on my podcast, Beholder to No One, with 3 shows that release twice a week. One's a discussion episode, one's a one shot, and an actual play that swap every Thursday. On Tuesday next week, you'll find me on Weave the Tale playing Shadowrun Escape from Astland, while I'm playing a shaman who is currently going through some guerrilla warfare, which is exciting. And then next Friday, you will find me on Weave the Tale again, playing Shadowrun, playing Spring of the Fireflies, where I'm playing a very buff, strong woman.
Also a protector.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very much so. Anything else that I'm in, any other types of shows or things like Scum and Villainy on Lelos Caravan, and so many more because I'm in too many things, you can find on my Twitter. Also, I'm an editor. If you need an editor, you should contact me and stuff, and I do audio editing. We can see if I can help you out with that and what my prices are. We can talk. Call your people, call my people.
Yay.
Also, this new this group Shadowrun that's apparently gonna happen. What? We spoke that into action,
Confirmed,
right?
Yeah.
I can play as a guest, maybe.
Here we go. Now, see, look, after our last couple episodes, I want to do some magic-y thing. I mean, I love my drones, but I'm so lost in everything we're doing in ours currently, and I'm like, that's so cool.
Magic is also very confusing.
I'm sure. I'm like, I want all the confusing classes always.
But I can try to help if you need it.
Let's walk down that very dark road later.
Later.
Yeah. But, and then here, obviously we have this going on break for a little bit. We'll be back April 4th. Is that a Friday?
Probably.
What day of the week?
8th, I think. Look.
Oh.
Maybe not the 8th. Maybe.
I'll be back in April. We'll talk.
That's Dax's 4th birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Yeah. So sometime because I'm a be a pumpkin all of March. So
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yes,
yes,
April would be
April.
a good
will
time.
give me plenty of time to come up with more trauma.
We will be back.
Yay.
Well, some of you will be back tomorrow with Mass
Yes.
Effect.
So we have Mass Effect, ran by Casey. It's Cyberpunk Red rules-ish. Also keep an eye out because Casey, Gavin, and I have been working nonstop, and we got a PDF of all of our rules. So that'll be coming to a Google Drive link for you to enjoy soon.
itch.io link for you very soon.
No, we can't.
Oh, right. Never mind. Sorry.
This is why we don't know where we're putting it, because it's been a pain everywhere. But it's coming.
Never mind.
And then Red Markets.
Red Markets is coming back next Thursday, y'all. It's going to be great. We're going to get a job. It's going to be wonderful. No one's going to die.
Oh, also, next Wednesday, I think, is our last world
Oh,
building
I'm doing-
Cyberpunk. And we're going to have Heather on with us to build her character and then also world build about what her character would know, making it one big thing. And then that'll be the last y'all will hear about our Cyberpunk world until we're playing it. And then y'all will be just as surprised as everyone else.
No.
Yes.
I want
You don't
all
wanna
the
play it?
secrets. No, I do.
You don't
wanna
want to play
it, but
it?
I also
Is
want to know
this
all the
the-
lore.
Is this the world building for Gen Con, or are you guys doing another game?
No, yeah, for actual streamed games. So David and
Oh,
I
nice.
have this wonderful plan to run 2 separate Cyberpunk games
Oh, that's right.
bi-weekly. So his will be one Friday, mine's the other. That's throwing out. I don't know if it's gonna be Fridays, but every other. And then, but it'll be like gutter punk and like normal Cyberpunk edge runners and how that'll go.
That'll be so cool.
It'll be super fun. And then is Rich
Merch.
Randomness this Tuesday? It's gonna be Tuesday.
It wasn't this Tuesday,
So
right?
yes, it's this.
It's next. Yeah.
Yes, it's
upcoming.
next week. Okay.
So much.
So Rich Randomness, we back Tuesday too. So.
Merch and socials. Join our Discord.
Oh,
We need a list. I need a list of things to say. Let me just wing it, and it's never good.
I've been winging this for 2 years, and I'm like, I think that's everything. Maybe, probably not.
I like.
Anyone going to Gen Con, keep an eye out for all the events. I know y'all have submitted lots and lots, and David was saying that a lot were getting accepted. So, and I know that y'all are doing some stuff with Artal for Cyberpunk. Which, if
Cyberpunk,
anyone's
maybe
going to Gen Con and looking for something to sign up for that, because I am putting together little like things for the players. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm sort of like making it really special for anyone playing in the Cyberpunk HSC games.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yay.
So yeah, sign up for those. I think at one point we had like 20 something events at least
Hot damn.
confirmed enough on our end. I don't know how many were approved, but then like another 20 were coming in just from Storywood stuff to run under HSCs. We're gonna have like
So cool.
50 freaking events just under HSC. So like come see us. You can't
Nice.
not.
We might get one hotel out of it. Nice.
Oh, good.
Wow.
But yeah.
Cool.
That's it. That's all the fun things. Everyone come hang out, go show Nikki love.
Yeah. Thank you, Nikki,
Other
for being with
things.
us.
Oh,
Yes,
also, Nikki, I was going to tell
thank
you, I was listening to
you.
your podcast, and y'all were talking about lasers and feelings. We are big lasers and feelings fans here.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to get a game together and play it.
We
love
will
it.
schedule
We've hacked
something.
it.
I'm booked out till June,
It's
but we
okay,
will
me too.
figure this shit out.
It's okay, me
Yes.
too. This summer.
That's literally like our go-to, like that, and then like the different hacks because
Yeah.
we've done
'Cause
like the
Heather's got
lasers
the
and feelings.
faux hack.
Yeah, because Foe is a ghost hunting lasers and feelings hack. Then we had Crash the System, which is a cyberpunk one, and that's kind of like the game that we play. I feel like
There's
whenever
a
we need
Hobbit
one
one
shot.
somewhere that has
Yeah, where's the Hobbit one at,
What?
Blair?
What?
There are so many games I want to play. It's not even funny. That's why I made Beholder to one shot as a show, because I was like, I want to play all the non D&D games, please.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Yes. That's my thing. So anyway, everyone go show love, and then we'll all play like sometime in the summer when we all have free time again. We'll
Yes.
play lasers and feelings.
Raid.
Raid. I have
We have the
control
tails
of
on.
that. Hey, let's go there. How do
raid?
raid.
How do that?
How do you rate?
Leave the tail. Okay. Oh, okay. Everyone say your things. Who starts it now?
Oh,
Ellie does.
have fun and play well.
May all your rolls be crits.
Don't be a dick.
The world kind of sucks sometimes, but if you just stay positive and love each other, then we can make it through.
Nikki, do you have a wonderful out? I think Blair's takes the cake, honestly.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
I was like, I was not prepared for this.
Okay, there we go.
We have a thing that's not a thing, but it's a thing.